He's back.
I can hear you now.
Yeah, we hear you now.
Yeah.
You didn't go get your shirt.
I don't have. I didn't check the mail.
Ah, man.
I know.
Well, at least you didn't have to wash it.
You ain't official until you have the logo on, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm not official either this week, Lane. Don't feel bad.
It's beyond his control. It's not in his mailbox yet.
Like the GWC. We're official like a ref whistle.
Yeah.
How y'all doing tonight?
Good.
How you doing,
Lane?
man?
Oh, me too. Me too. Oh man.
We're live, by the way. We're live, by the way.
I had some family in town. They were over earlier, and they went back to their Airbnb. We're going to be over there tomorrow. We're doing a family Thanksgiving.
There you go.
Airbnb.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Sounds good.
And next week I'll be doing another Thanksgiving at the in-laws.
I don't know where we're having ours. I don't know if I guess we do it in my parents' house. I don't know. So.
I'm gonna find some family that's got a bunch of cars in front of their house. We'll just walk in, act like we know everybody.
Walk in.
You
Hey,
remember me? I'm your, like,
hey,
your fifth cousin.
Cindy.
How you doing? Where's the
doing?
food?
How's the herpes?
I'm Uncle Jimmy. I parked the RV around the corner.
Glad to see your leprosy's healed up.
That is an RV, Clark.
RV, yeah.
I love that
Redneck
movie.
vehicle.
I love that movie. Traded away for a worm farm. See that plate in my head?
Yeah. I love it. He's got the white sweater on. You can see the black square from the dicky.
Yeah.
Did you notice he was drinking the mug, the eggnog from the Marty Moose mug?
Yeah.
Had the antlers on it.
Oh, I love that cup. I got to get those.
Yeah. Marty Moose. Ugh, that's me.
Oh man.
Have any of you guys ever tried coquito?
Mm-mm.
No, I don't.
Spanish, it's
No,
like
I
a Spanish
don't do
eggnog.
drugs.
Yeah, I don't do
No.
illegal drugs.
Yeah, I don't do drugs.
It's actually like they call it the Spanish eggnog.
Coquitos?
Yeah, you can have it with no alcohol in it, or you can have it with
Sounds
alcohol
like
in
it has
it.
a lot of alcohol. I don't know why.
If it's
Rum.
Spanish, it's probably got some
Rum.
peppers in it.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying. I thought you were gonna say it had tequila in it, Richard.
Yeah, that's what I was
No.
going to say. Is it tequila?
No, wrong.
Check it for worm.
Yeah.
And that was the best part of tequila.
There's our countdown clock, guys.
Okay.
Right.
We're gonna have a good show tonight. We already talked about it earlier today, so we know what we're gonna talk about later in the show.
Yeah, this is doing
Other than that, it felt weird being off today.
I bet it did.
I got a call today, right? From the girl at the front desk. She goes, "Didn't you go to that unit and take care of that item I asked you to take care of?" I'm like, "You do know I'm off, right?" She goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know. I thought I called you."
I'm sorry, but take care of it anyway, Richard.
I'm like, "You did call me." Yeah, but that Christmas Story movie, the new one.
Yeah.
Watch it. I recommend it.
Wait to see it.
Yeah.
Is it coming out in theaters too, or is it just on HBO Max?
It's on HBO Max. I'm sure it's going to be all over YouTube because they're starting to release movies on YouTube now.
I was hoping to go to the theater and see it.
I don't think it's going to be in the
I
theater.
don't think it's gonna be in the theaters.
Doggone it. Okay.
Yeah.
So you have to subscribe to something to watch it.
Hey, I got one for you guys. Did you know the guy who played Santa Claus in the original one was John Candy?
No.
Yep, when he was younger.
In Christmas Story?
That's what I was told.
Jim,
I think
Jim,
that
what
would
are you-
have
sorry.
come out big at time if that was true. I mean, I think we would have heard that by now.
I think he was what? He was only in his, I want to say late teens, early. He would have had been, what was he?
I have to go research that.
1983.
No, it was released in the 70s, wasn't it?
No,
it was
90s, early 80s?
1983.
Hey,
Okay.
Jim, what are you wearing, Jim?
My AWA shirt. Sorry, guys.
Man.
Sorry, guys. I'm one of those cats, man. I can't wear a shirt until I wash it.
Okay. 8 seconds, guys.
Don't worry, Jim. I do that when I buy my lingerie. I know how you feel, bro. Trust me. I know a lot of people that do that.
Spanning the Globe starts now.
Hey guys, this is Robert Gibson, and you're watching Spanning the Globe.
Good evening, everybody. It is Thursday night. We're here. We're live. We're streaming around the world. We are spanning the globe, just like we do every week. I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. So let's bring on our other co-hosts from the great sunshine state of Florida, Mr. Richard Ward.
What's up, everybody?
Wearing his Wide World of Bus shirt, or Spanning the Globe shirt. And also joining us tonight, Mr. Cincinnati, Andy Bolger.
Oh,
Who didn't get the memo? Who didn't get a shirt yet? It's
Wrong
somewhere.
shirt.
It's somewhere in Cincinnati, just not at his.
it's in
his-
town. I just
It's in town.
not to my post office.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
And also joining us tonight, his shirt's in the mailbox. He hasn't went to go get it yet.
Probably, yeah. It's probably in the mailbox. Exactly.
No
Oh,
worries. No
Oh, well.
worries.
Oh well.
And also joining us tonight, Mr. Woolite himself.
You're too much. Where'd you come up with that?
Hey
What up,
guys, hey,
Jay?
look, it's just one of those things, man. Like I shop for clothes, and when I buy clothes, I bring them home. I immediately wash them because you don't know what kind of maniac tried that shirt on before you bring it home, and it's just a habit. So, like, as soon as it came in, I'm like, oh, cool, straight in the dirty clothes basket. And I apologize for that, guys. It's
Hello,
just
Gianni.
it's just a force of habit.
That is a nice shirt, though, Jim. I like it.
Gianni.
That's
There's
pretty
Nor.
cool.
Thank you.
What's up, man?
I have something I'd like to share with Nor's kids, if you don't mind.
No, go
Ooh,
ahead.
cool.
Okay, you can put me on the or how you want?
I will. I will.
I just got this. It's the
Whoops. Sorry. Let me go back.
Oh, wow.
Christmas vacation. The little people from Christmas
Oh, nice.
That is pretty cool.
Vacation. Yeah,
Very nice.
one of my all-time favorite movies.
Somebody's
Yep.
son having a birthday today. Whose son was this?
I don't have any sons.
What's up, Jason
Oh.
Davis, Lenny? What up, Big Ben?
Platinum?
Jason Cortez. What's up, Platinum?
I want
Hey,
to.
Chris.
I want to extend
Hey,
our
man, Chris, I'm
condolences,
sorry. Yeah,
thoughts,
man.
and prayers to Chris
Yeah.
Thermo in the loss of his mother today. So
Yeah.
I'm very happy
Our
for you
sincere-
that you joined us tonight, but so very sorry for your loss.
Yeah.
Our
So sorry,
sincerest
Chris. Our
condolences,
our
man.
thoughts are with you, brother.
Thoughts and prayers are with you.
Yes.
My condolences, brother.
Thank you for being with us tonight. I know you didn't have to do that, but the fact you're here is just it's amazing. But thank you, Jason Cortez.
Jason.
Yo yo,
Yo yo yo.
Mr.
Yeah.
J. Sick himself.
Jason.
Mr. Jason Davis joining us tonight. Glad to have him. There is his update number one.
Number one. Number one. Johnny, that didn't sound right.
You guys are ahead of me. There's Big Ben.
Hey Ben.
What up, Justin Bundy?
Right there. Is that Justin Bundy?
Yep.
Hey
Thank you for
Justin.
joining us tonight.
Hey, Justin, click on the StreamYard live and give them permission
Oh.
to see your name.
North's son's birthday. Okay. Happy birthday to your son.
Oh, happy birthday, little
birthday.
man.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Missed it somewhere, I guess.
1, 2, 3. No.
Well, we did the videos.
Yeah,
Happy birthday to Nor Jr.
Happy birthday, my number one fans.
There's
Hey, Drew.
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 Another
What's
yo-yo.
up, Drew?
Hey,
Yo,
Tyler.
yo, Tyler.
What up, Tyler?
Tyler,
Tyler, the newlywed.
yeah.
Yeah, congratulations.
Congratulations. I think he's already off his honeymoon, but we're happy to have you. Thank you for joining us tonight.
You're
So
always
we're
on
going
your
to
honeymoon.
do something a little different than that. We're going to talk about belts. We're going to talk about wrestling here a little bit, but
Mhm.
we came up with an idea. I came up with the idea, and Andy was part of this because we had a little discussion last night in
Mhm.
a chat. Absolutely. Don't
Yeah.
ask how I know. We're going to talk about something after we talk about the usual stuff, and it's going to be quite interesting and hopefully kind of fun.
Mhm.
But let's get on with this. I'm going to start out first by reminding everybody I still have these. Let me put this on my full screen. I still have these inserts for sale. These are genuine leather. For anyone who has a network logo belt that has the factory background in the behind the main plate, these are hand tooled leather, hand dyed. This was made in July. This is the only one I've got completed right now, but it's ready to go. All I have to do is drop in the mail. $45 shipped. That includes shipping. $45, and I have the blanks for 3 more.
Nice.
I'll have to just cut them out and tool them. I could have it done within a week, and out to you. I could do black. I could do chocolate brown. I could do ox blood. I believe I have a royal blue,
There you go.
and I got 2 different textures. So if you'll holler at me if you're interested, I would love to get these out to people because these are really nice.
And those are way better than what the shop does on theirs.
I
It's a
also
little bit-
still
yeah, it's a little
way
bit
better.
thicker too.
Yeah, way better.
I also
I've
still
sold a
have
couple
the-
of them, and they're very happy with. AD Terry has one on his belt, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Very
really?
nice.
Absolutely, get some rest and have a safe,
Absolutely, man.
have a
You
safe
get some
trip.
rest,
We'll be-
man.
Take
You'll be in
care,
our
Chris.
thoughts
Our
and
thoughts
prayers.
are with you, brother.
I'm
Absolutely.
with you, man. Yeah, if anybody's still interested, I still have that Smoking Skull on American leather. It is the WWE version. It's not the shop version. I do have the United Kingdom with the original WWE logo. If anybody's interested, I have the belt bag with it with original strap. Hit me up.
Okay, I'm gonna get to. We got 2 belts of the week this week. I had one. I just finished the belt, and most of you guys might have already seen it posted in the group. But Richard also has one. He sent me a video of. I'll show that here in a minute. But let me show mine real quick first because I got belt cam warmed up, ready to go. Here it is, the NWA National Heavyweight Championship.
That's
plates-
beautiful. Look at that.
Plates were made by Unique Spirit. Oh, I forgot to mention the sponsors. I'll do that here in a second. This is my leather. I did on my leather. It was this. I don't know what you call it, that border, but that border.
I can close in on it. Close in on it. I might be able to help you out.
It's the same. It's the same border that's on the Premier Dome Globe factory.
Okay, I believe that is called give me a second. Sunflower.
Sunflower. Okay.
You nailed that border, Mark. You nailed it.
Now over here, I put the American flag stamp because it is a national championship.
Nice.
I normally put NWA there, but this belt did not come with a logo plate, so I put the NWA stamping over here.
Looks good.
That is nice, Mark.
Yep.
That tooling you're nailing that tooling. And that finishing touch on the tip with your your leather name was pretty cool too.
Mm-hmm. Looks fantastic.
Even that box work. Wow.
Thank you.
That is just incredible.
That's one I do not have.
Yeah.
Now close out this cam because it puts out sound.
Well, that gold is even good
Now,
on the plate.
I used to have a national title, but mine was not painted. It was actually dual plated. And
Okay.
Wow.
I sold it here a while back. It looked really cool
Thank you,
for
Justin.
what it was.
Thank you.
But I'm kind of a snob when it comes to things being right, or at least looking
What's
that
up,
way.
Curtis?
Well, Curtis,
Hey, Curtis.
And oh crap!
thank
Hold on,
you.
let me turn my camera back on here. I ended up selling it at a show that actually the day that I met Tully Blanchard, I ended up selling it that day.
Wow.
Which
Did
was
you sell it to Tully?
No, actually, man. And the funny thing was like I was at the show, and I was working the show, the funny thing was whenever Tully I could have got his autograph all throughout the day, and I was afraid if I got it autographed that because then I'd have to raise the price on it. I was afraid if I raised the price on it, I wouldn't be able to get rid of it.
Yeah.
So I ended up selling it, and I don't. This is no lie. Last week, I ended up selling my Mountain State heavyweight title here last Saturday, and
wow.
I was at one of the wrestling shows. I've just set up a merch table because I've got a little bit of merch and stuff. My hours got cut at work. Long story short, I had to get rid of a few things to cover some costs, and needless to say, I'm there, and the same dude that bought the national heavyweight, the NWA national title from me, came in and bought the Mountain State heavyweight from me.
Nice.
He come walking up with it. As soon as he came walking into the room, I didn't recognize him, but I knew that belt as soon as I saw it. And I was like, I sold you that belt. And he's like, yes, you did. He's like, I'm going to buy this one here too. And I was like, well, okay,
What's
sure,
up, Tim?
sure.
Hello,
Hey,
Tim.
Tim.
Sorry, Platinum. No crotch shot tonight. Sorry.
Not yet, anyway.
He's learned to master the
Well,
camera. now.
Hold on, guys. I'm not going to give him no crotch shot, but I can give you if you stand back and go crotch chop.
There you go. You laugh. It's patent pending.
He's patent pending. I think that's the first time we had somebody do the crotch chop live.
Hey, first for everything. It may as well be me, right?
There, right?
Yeah.
Hey, how's your arthritis going, man? I know it was
Yeah.
hitting you bad last week.
Yeah, man, dude. The weather has changed drastically last week. Whenever we filmed the show, it had been so dry up here in West Virginia that we were
Oh, I bet.
under a drought. Well, Thursday when I got up, it started raining, and had rained so bad that we went from drought conditions to flash flood
Oh wow.
inside of
Happened here
24
back in
hours. So,
2015. 2015, it happened here.
and I mean, it wrecked me. And like now we just went. Now the weather is, even though it had been wet, had been warm. When I say warm, above 50, sometimes 70, 75 degrees here in West Virginia. And then within the last couple of days, it's taken like a 50-degree plunge.
I just have one thing to
I'm
ask you
doing
guys.
better now, but it's still, it is what it is.
I just got
Thanks,
one
Matt.
thing to ask you guys. I'm down south. When you guys get snow, send it down my way. I miss it.
Buddy,
Believe it
I
or
got
not.
some today. I got the first snow of the year today.
We got some yesterday or 2 days ago here.
We
They
got
said
some
when,
today, too.
when they say it's going to get cooler here, I'm like, yeah, 2 degrees.
I neglected to mention our sponsors at the beginning of the show. I just want to remind everybody that this show is sponsored by Mark Leather, Championship Built Leathering, and I'll show you a close up of this leather here in a minute. And by Unique Spirit Championship belts for all your belt needs. And I got both those sponsors on this one belt. And if you're watching the show on Facebook, we would like for you to click on the StreamYard link and have it allow your name to show up on the screen. So when we're, I don't know why I'm doing hand gestures, you can't see me. When you comment, we can see who's commenting. We'd love to see who we're talking to. And if you don't want to do that, you can go over to YouTube and look at the Wide World of Belts YouTube channel and look up Spanning the Globe on that channel. And that part of this show is made possible by a sponsorship with Brothers of Kayfabe in Oklahoma City. They talk about wrestling. Landon Bumgardner and Jake Keel do a great job doing that.
Thank you.
We've
guys.
had Jake on the show. This is them. If you don't know, they just celebrated their 100th episode last week
Mm-hmm.
on Sunday.
Sure did.
Live.
Awesome.
And they shout us out, so we're going to do the same because they're brothers. So.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, Jason. I dropped the ball. No pun intended.
Hey,
Oh,
he's
boy.
got a patent that's pending right now, so
Yeah,
he's got to wait a little bit.
Crutch Cam will be patent pending. So I heard about that. And I
They were
think the
talking about
Buffalo
6
Bills are
feet,
playing
yeah.
in town that week, this weekend.
Six?
They're playing in Detroit. They've already rescheduled it and moved the
Oh, have
game.
they? Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
did they get it officially moved? Okay.
Okay.
No choice.
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah.
choice.
So Richard also has a belt to show off, and he sent me a video, which I'm going to play here, and we'll talk about that on the way. You'll show it on the screen too when we come back. So
I have to
Here-
grab it while your
here's
video
belt-
playing.
here's the belt of the week V2 featuring the V4. And that's it.
I'm telling you, this belt is no joke.
I
Nope.
came very close to getting one the day that I bought my Winged Eagle and I got that dual plated national title. I know people have this name leaves a lot of bad taste in everybody's mouth, but Josh Hammer. When I went down, because I live in West Virginia, I lived about an hour or so from Josh. I went to pick up the Winged Eagle, and he had the IWGP there, and
Nice.
man, it was as beautiful as it was. I'd already made my mind up to get the Winged Eagle. I was excited about it, but that IWGP almost derailed me from the Winged Eagle. I mean, I was that close.
I'm going to
And
be
at
honest
the
with
end, I
you.
kept, well, being the Bret Hart fan that I am, I had to have a Winged Eagle,
No.
This is
Man, that's
beautiful.
beautiful,
I
dude.
love this belt. It's got the gold. This is gold. Gold
Couldn't have
paint,
done any better.
actual gold.
It's gorgeous.
Thank you.
Oh,
Unique
wow.
Spirit did this. Both sponsors are represented by this belt. Unique Spirit
Nice.
did the plates, and I did the leather. So
Sweet.
nice smooth backing.
And whenever that was now is that yours or is that for
This is mine. This is for my collection.
Ooh, you scored
There's a
already. That's
sunflower.
nice one, yeah.
So I got 3 belts this style. I got this one. No, I got 4 belts this style. I got this one. I got the NWA TV. I've got the World Class American Heavyweight Championship, and also got my custom, all this style belt,
Mhm.
Nice.
Yeah, those belts I call them sister belts.
sister belts. Okay.
Mhm.
My next one I'm getting is I want the IWGP Intercontinental, but I wanted the same size as the V4.
That's another nice one.
Yeah.
Now my next belt I'm gonna do for myself. I got like 4 or 5 sets of plates and boxes waiting to be done, but I had to put those on the back burner for customer belts. In fact, I got a Hogan 84 in yesterday that the guy wants laced. So I'm gonna work on one for myself while I'm working on that one. I'm gonna be doing the Georgia TV Championship.
Mm.
Nice.
That's gonna be
Oh,
for my collection. The crayon belt.
Crayon.
Yeah, it's a heavy belt. I got one.
So have you guys seen the new 10 pounds of gold that they unveiled yet again?
Yes.
Yeah,
And I'm not
the
a fan of it.
The one by red leather.
Yes, the red leather. I actually
Yeah.
like it.
I saw that.
I like the bigger plate size. I'm not a fan of the person who's carrying it,
mm-mm.
not
Yeah,
because of his politics, but because of his the fact that he's a 6'8", 500-pound statue that can't move and gets gassed climbing into the ring. But
Yeah.
that being
Well-
said, I like the new belt. I do. They went back to the bigger grommet size. Like as soon as I saw it, the first thing I thought was they refitted the old
Yeah, I
leather
like.
rebels.
Yeah.
And then they said no, this is by red leather. So now I'm
Oh,
While we're on this subject, I have and I had something pop in my head when this happened with Nick Aldis.
Mhm.
What if he's the one that's gonna knock Roman off his pedestal and come to WWE?
I think it's gonna be Cody. I think it's Cody.
it's got to be Cody. It's
Yeah.
got to be Cody.
Is he close to being healed
But-
up?
They're
He's
last I heard.
close.
The last I heard is he's probably
Hey, Calvin,
healed
what's up,
to the
man?
point where he can work out. And once he gets actually, if you work out, Abby, stop. Once he gets a few workouts in, which of course this is only November.
Mm.
The Royal Rumble.
Royal
he's ready
Rumble.
for.
Yeah, that's what, February.
Yeah, I believe so.
But they're talking like he should be back, and that'll probably be where he comes in. And they might have him take the belt off Roman at Royal Rumble, opposed to at WrestleMania, because they're still talking about this Rock Roman matchup.
Yeah.
See, the way I had it
But
booked
that's
in
still-
my mind
But that's still
is,
rumor. That's still a rumor too. So don't
Yeah.
read anything on the tea leaves on that either.
is they had brought, Cody, Roman go at it. And they bring Aldis in, and him and Cody go at it for the belt.
Now, see, that's what I was thinking.
That's
there's
a
good
scenario in my
possibility.
head.
I think that would work out real well. I really do.
Especially since they've had the history already trading a world title back and forth. Why not do it? Maybe not trade, but why not have the rubber match for the WWE world title or universe, whatever you want to call it, their main championship.
Yeah, I think the Royal Rumble's in January, guys.
Oh, is it?
Oh, January? That's even better because now we've got what pay-per-views next? Survivor Series.
I'm
And
looking
then
forward
what's
to
after
it.
that?
Survivor Series.
Are they doing War Games at the Survivor Series, or is that going to be its own pay-per-view?
Yes,
for
War
NXT?
men's
Games.
and women's
Mhm.
war games.
All right. Okay. Cool.
Not to
I'm
interrupt,
cool
but
with
I
that.
just popped up on my Instagram page. The Tales from the Territories. You seen those? Haven't you?
No, I have not. I do not have Vice anymore.
Okay, well, I've been watching on YouTube.
Sunday night finishes.
I've been finding on YouTube.
Oh,
But
really?
next week's episode, they travel back to the glory days of World Class Championship Wrestling.
Oh,
Survivor
wow.
Series is November, yeah. Then December. What is December? What's in December?
I just
I don't
hope
think there's
that they
a pay-per-view
don't.
in December because of Christmas. I don't think there is there?
Maybe not.
I don't think there is one in December.
I just hope that if they do this Tale from the Territories, that they don't linger too long on the whole Curses of Von Erich, because there was so much good
I don't think they are.
that went
because
on.
I'm watching the video here. I can't hear the sound, but they're showing somebody shooting because they're kayfabe back then. People got so mad they would go try to shoot the wrestlers.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But the people they're going to have on that show are going to be Kevin Von Erich, Jimmy Garvin, David Manning, Brian Diaz, and Chavo Guerrero Jr.
Wow.
Wow. That
Okay.
should be a good show.
Okay.
I love the ones from the 2 episodes from Memphis where they talk about Andy Kaufman and the Memphis Territories. I love to hear those stories.
I wish that they would Michael Hayes and get Kevin Von Erich and who all's left from those days though, man? Because so many of those guys from World Class are gone.
Al Madrill's still alive, but he's no longer in wrestling. He left wrestling a long time ago. Wild Bill Irwin,
Yeah, Wild Bill's still around.
Scott Casey.
Get Iron Sheik on there.
You could, I would bring the guys that were actually there longer, because I don't want to crap on Chavo Guerrero, but I mean, are we talking Chavo Senior or Chavo Junior?
Chavo Jr. because Chavo Senior's dead.
Oh, did he pass away? I didn't know that. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
a couple years ago, yeah. But this is Chavo Jr., but he probably has heard some of the stories from his dad, I'm sure.
Right. But I mean, I'd rather hear from the guys that were actually there during. You know what I mean? But still, I just hope they don't dwell on that, because there was so much good stuff. I remember being a kid and finally seeing World Class and seeing Kerry, the Von Erich and the Freebirds, and it was like, holy crap! I'd never seen anything as I don't know how you want to. To me, that Texas wrestling was different than Mid Atlantic was different than
Iceman.
WW. You know what I mean? It was every place was different, and World Class was just. They were on fire. When they were on fire, they were awesome.
It
But
exploded.
when they fell, but when it fell off, it fell off.
The
Well,
30th
the
entry.
deaths had a lot to do with that.
Well, well, I don't think they were ever really right though. After I can't remember the first one.
Pretty much.
David
Well,
died.
David,
That took
David
a lot of the
didn't
wind out
really-
of the sails.
it did, but they still had Kerry, and they still had which was the second one, the first one to kill themselves. Lance,
Mike.
Mike, sorry, Lance was the fake one, wasn't he? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
They brought him
Yeah.
in because David died. They had to have another Von Erich. Or Fritz thought they needed another Von Erich. And Kevin and Kerry tried to talk him out of it. He said, nope.
I actually like that belt, Joe. To be honest with you, Joseph Armstrong just commented.
I've got an ECW coming. Fix ECW heavyweight. Deluxe.
Woo!
Yeah, absolutely.
You had me at deluxe.
Gotta have the deluxe. Everything gotta be the deluxe.
All right, all right.
So I got that one coming. I've got a USWA Unified Heavyweight Championship coming.
Nice.
It's in process right now. And I can't remember who I bought it from. Some maker, but I'll look here real quick.
Oh, guys, the maker of the belt was Muhammad. He made the B4.
I was going to ask you about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lost
Did a
my
good
train of
job.
thought.
I just needed a nameplate for the main belt plate.
Steven Anderson's who I'm buying it from.
Okay.
Nice.
I was going to buy. There was a set of crumb run plates that looked really, really nice. They were being advertised by somebody named Winston Harvey, who is a Pakistani maker. That's not his real name. And he showed me some pictures, and I said, "Hey, I want one." He said, He sent me some updated pictures, and I did some feelers out there because I never saw anybody post that they had bought a belt off of him. So I put a post up in a couple of groups, and somebody messaged me and said, "Hey, they got to scam my friend." So I canceled the ordered this Unified instead. But I did need another crumb run. I thought the price was a little bit too good to be true. That's why I had to ask.
It's best to check.
I'm gonna make belts now too. I'm gonna call my company Rosekin Harley.
I just received a message from Kevin Davenport, who's the admin in our Wild World of Belts group. He wants to pass along thanks to everyone who sent well wishes and prayers for his mother, who's cancer free. So that's wonderful news. Wonderful news.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Great.
He's watching this show apparently. So that's awesome news. I know he's been very concerned about her, and she's been in and out of the hospital. But she's
Amazing
cancer-free.
news.
Best news you can get.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
So yeah, I'm with Jim about Tyrus. I don't think he should be world champion. I just don't. It just doesn't work for me.
Well,
What
I
they're saying, a lot of
understand.
people are saying that he, because he's on a show every night on Fox News.
Yeah,
And some people are saying this because Corgan wants the belt to be on national TV every night on that show because he's one of the hosts on the show.
Well, but he's
Well, that's
advertising
the
a
only
junk
reason why I
car.
put the belt.
Who
It's
knows?
advertising for the NWA, but right now he's advertising a junk car because everybody's bailing on the NWA because
Yeah,
of the
well,
booking.
Billy Corgan's just
Well, let me.
he's killing it.
I am the most loyal supporter of the NWA there ever has been, as far as
Oh yeah,
the news version. I canceled my subscription.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
It's
I
so
canceled my
far down
subscription.
now.
Putting the belt on Tyrus was like the icing on the cake,
Mhm.
and I don't care. Like Billy Corgan came out and said that he likes seeing big men fight, the heavyweight.
Mhm.
That's cool. Get a freaking heavyweight that can actually fight. Tyrus cannot move. He gets gas climbing the steps.
Mhm.
I'm a fan. I love the NWA.
I do too.
I will come back and check on it.
Yeah.
But as of right now, I cannot. You got and Nick Aldis said this too, and he was absolutely 100% right. You got some dude in a stupid gimp costume. All right. Now I'm not very religious, but even I, as someone who is not doesn't really get offended by religious symbols or things like that, even I think there's too much satanic imagery on NWA. Okay, they have everybody from Tom Latimer, who's got inverted pentagrams and stuff like that, to the former tag champs. I can't even think of their names now. That tells you how wound up this got me. And now you got James Mitchell and his crew in there,
Oh, I didn't know
and
that.
you have two different people. They brought back the question mark gimmick after Joseph Hudson's
Yeah.
death.
After he
Yeah.
passed away. I mean,
Yeah.
That's tasteless.
yeah,
That is
I
not
agree.
funny. It's not cool. It's tasteless.
It's pathetic.
Exactly. And as a fan of the NWA, I agree with Nick Aldis. This does not pass the Harley Race test. Now,
No.
I don't give a damn about Tyrus's political beliefs. I think that he anybody is welcome to think what they want to think politically.
Exactly.
Okay.
Mhm.
I may not agree with them. I get Billy's rationale for putting wanting the belt to be on TV, but none of those smart. And let me say this now: when I say smart, I don't mean like these guys are really intelligent. I'm just talking about they're smart to politics, right? These are smart mark politics fans. They're marks for politics. That's not going to translate into wrestling viewership because those smart marks think that they're better than the people that they talk about, right? And they're going to look at what NWA does. If they do look in on NWA, and they're going to say, "Oh my God, this is so low key compared to WWE. I don't want to watch that." It's not going to translate into viewers
Well, didn't
because
Billy
they're too smart for professional wrestling.
didn't
That's
Billy
their
make a
attitude.
quote last week? Something to the effect of, if you don't like what we're doing, don't watch.
Don't watch exactly.
What the?
That's just asking for trouble right there.
That is. I mean,
Well, I mean, I'm not. I quit
I'm not
paying
either.
for it.
I'm
I've
not
been
watching
paying
every
since
week.
they went behind the paywall. Right? I've been paying since day one behind the paywall. And
thing-
you're going to turn around and basically I'm an investment. Is the way I look at it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you're going to turn around and tell me not to watch? Well, you know what? You don't need my money then.
That's
Right.
right. Yeah.
Who
He's
thinks
getting
a bit
WWE is going to buy him out?
He's getting a bit cocky.
Well, I mean, if it does, then so be it. But don't sit there and excuse my language, okay? But don't take a shit on the legacy of that belt by putting it on somebody who can't freaking move or work.
Yep.
Totally agree with
Now,
you.
I'm very passionate about this because this was what I grew up on.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That
Yep.
belt was the greatest of them all.
Yep.
And
You're
I get if you're trying to
What's
do a
up?
feud, then that's great. But you got a
Thanks for
dude
watching, Marcus.
who can't move, who can't bump, who can't do anything. His only claim to fame is the fact that he's 6'8" and he weighs 400 pounds.
And he's on Fox
That's
News.
it.
That's
And he's
all
on
belt.
Fox News, and I get why Billy did that, but that's not going to translate into any viewers. It might translate into a handful, smattering of viewers, but I guarantee you they're going to lose more from this than what they gain.
Mhm.
And once again, if it gains them viewers, congratulations. I'll come back and look in on it, but I'm not going to pay for it for a while.
To be
You
honest,
know,
there's a lot of guys on that roster that deserve that belt more than he does.
Well, I mean, if you want to, okay, let's be politically correct. Let's go PC. Let's go ultra PC. You want to be politically correct and you want to put it on a black guy? Why not put it on the Pope who can actually work, who actually
Yeah.
looks good?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who could still get around the ring?
Mhm.
I mean, Jesus, man, you put it on this guy, and I understand he's on Greg Guffield's talk show, right? Well, that's cool for the smart
Yeah.
mark politics fans who like to, make fun of people and punch down or whatever. I don't know. I don't watch it. You know what I mean? I've just heard what I've heard.
Right
I've
now,
heard that it's a mean spirited show.
right now, NWA is on life support.
Oh yeah.
It's bad booking. Just bad booking. Plain and
It's like
simple.
AEW, bad booking.
everything. Bad everything.
And I tell you what.
Well,
What gets me about this is the fact that Tyrus had a dome globe made and ready for him when he won that match. This is not
Yeah.
the NWA's dome globe. This is Tyrus's dome globe. He had a
Yeah,
TV
this
belt
is-
made
this
for
is
himself.
not a FanDu belt.
No,
Nope.
but he had that belt made. It's his belt,
Mhm.
but it was presented to him at the end of the match. I mean, I know kayfabe's dead, but come on,
Yeah. Come on, people.
show it off the next week. Say I had this belt made this week, which we all know how it takes
Yeah.
a little bit longer than that to make a belt, but still.
Well, Kevin makes a good point.
Yeah.
Very good point.
Yep.
Yeah. I wish he would.
This was the start of the downfall for the NWA when he fired Cornette.
So what do you guys think? If they brought Cornette back, would you think it would go back up?
I
No.
don't know.
I think it's fallen so far. I don't know if it can be. I
The
mean,
only
might stop-
the only
it might
thing
stop
that
bleeding.
honestly, it might slow the bleeding down. It might slow, but even then, the people that will hate it even more because they hate Cornette. And this is what people don't understand. Cornette, I hear it all the time. Cornette's a racist. Cornette's this. Cornette's that. Okay, Cornette is not a racist. If he was, he would have never ever booked tag team champions, black tag team champions for the company that he owned. All right, he would have never have done it.
Yeah, I can't argue with this.
Nope.
It can be saved, but it's going to have to be a drastic change. A drastic.
a lot of work.
You got to get rid of the stupid gimps. You got to get rid of the freaking satanic imagery. You got to get. I'm gonna separate Tyrus holding the belt from this, okay, whatsoever.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, he's trying to get people to watch, and I can understand that, okay. But he accused Nick Aldis of trying to politic himself back into the world title. Well, here's the thing, okay. I'm sure there was a lot of times that Vince was like, we need to take the belt off Hogan, but then he realized that Hogan was paying the freaking bills.
Yep.
And bringing watchers in. And let me say this now. I don't care if you like him or don't. The only reason why people even got interested in the NWA is because Nick Aldis was carrying that belt. And he was carrying it around like he was Nick Bockwinkel.
Yep.
You know what I mean? He would dress nice. He would show up, and he would beat everybody that they put in front
He's
of.
what you want as a champion.
Yep.
He looked good. He could speak well, right? He didn't have a profile of, and regardless of whether you agree or disagree with the politics of Tyrus, once again, I'm trying to separate that. But Tyrus says some pretty controversial things about people who may pay to watch the show, just because they're different. And whether you agree with it or not, you should probably keep those. If you want to attract more viewers, the only color or the only thing that you should worry about is green, and not what people wear or who they love.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I mean, to me, good, Andy. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say when they came
And agree, Drew. Agree 100%, man. The athleticism, the charisma, everything about it.
When they came back after COVID, which he did nothing. Everybody else had stuff on TV. He did nothing during COVID. What's he do when they come back? Charge. They charge. You can still see it, but it wasn't on YouTube anymore. He was going to charge people for it, and that alienated. I know it wasn't much, but that alienated a lot of people.
Yeah,
I didn't watch. It did, but you know what? But you know what though? The way I was seeing it, I blow $5 on some pretty stupid crap throughout a month,
No,
right?
I hear you. Yeah, I'm just.
And I can cut one McDonald's meal out and pay for 2 months of power, and that was my logic behind it, right? I can cut one McDonald's and pay 2 months of power, and it was worth it. It was absolutely worth it. And then the last year, because granted, you can't lose Ricky Starks and you can't lose Eli Drake,
Thunder Rosa,
and not have it not affect the how the show is booked and how well everything worked. But they kept their head above water. The Murdoch Aldis feud kept it alive. And when things started going downhill, and Billy, is like, well, what do you think we should do with Aldis? Aldis was like, man, dude, I'm the guy that pulled the trailer so far. Let's hitch it back up to me and let me pull the company again. This is the thing. When you have a champion, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you like them or not. If the company is making money because that champion is the person is in the position that he's in, then you go with that guy. You beat him, but eventually you got to bring him back around, because that's why do you think Flair stayed on top? Why do you think Hogan stayed on top? Because it's not a real sport, guys. It's fake, and they put the people there because they draw money. And if you're going through all this experimental stuff and it's not working and it's not drawing money, go back to the well where it was. And that's what they should have done with Aldis.
Well, I felt like they were gaining momentum before COVID with embracing the history of the NWA. I thought they get a little
Yeah.
carried away with it, but it was working.
Oh, it was good. It was good.
And now they've basically shelved that, and now they get into stuff like Jim was saying earlier about the devil worship and all that stuff. It's just a
And the
completely
gimp
different product.
and-
But Billy not doing anything during COVID like the others
Yeah.
did. Not a darn thing.
I mean, you could do it, but don't do it obsessively like
Just
they
do-
were doing
No,
with the
all he had to do was
demonic
do The
stuff.
weekly show, the in-studio show. That's all
Yeah.
he had to do, and he didn't even do it.
Could have done without an audience.
Well,
True.
the thing I think the thing was too, because it was in the TV studio. The TV studio wasn't allowing anybody to go in there and sweat. They weren't allowing anybody to go in there and breathe all of it. There's a lot of things that they put into the COVID, rules. Like as a plumber here in West Virginia, there wasn't too much that they put on us, but they did have certain rules, like for hospitals and things.
But
You
all the
know,
other
and-
promotions had no problem. I mean, and I know they had more money than that, but I mean, still, there had to be a way that Billy could have done some kind of program.
I agree. Hindsight, looking back on it, there should have been something done. But I think, the decision at that point in time was, and it because we didn't know what was going on with the virus. Nobody knew at that point in time. So I see where he was being safe and sorry, but I agree. Especially since they were doing this whole market share thing where he was on Ring of Honor, where he had the women's belt on AEW, where he had all this other stuff going on. He could have featured, or asked them to feature, the world title as a favor, or whatever. I don't know what kind of agreement they had worked out. And I know, look, I work with promoters, and nobody likes to work with other guys if they think that they're going to lose out on a buck. Okay.
Well, another thing is Corgan, as far as the wrestling industry, he's an outsider. He owns a wrestling company. It's like Ted Turner. He's an outsider that owns a wrestling company, so he didn't have the political connections he had that these other guys do. So,
Well, see, the thing with Corgan though, and this is what people don't know, before he was in TNA, he owned an independent promotion in Chicago, and then when he joined TNA, and after everything that fell apart with TNA Impact or whatever it's called, he went back. He was still running that promotion. So whenever the NWA came along, because remember, the deal was Impact and Dixie Carter got him for a crap load of money. They screwed him big time.
Oh yeah,
And so he was really enjoying being, he wanted to own Impact, and he was basically running it there for a while because he gave him the money and was like this and this. I don't know if he was booking it or not,
yeah.
but we've seen that whoever is running the book in the NWA right now is just and God, forgive me for saying this about my favorite wrestling promotion, but it's shit. Forgive my language, guys.
It is.
It's horrible.
I don't watch it anymore.
yeah, I don't either.
And
So
it's
let's move on
sad.
to So let's go from the dead horse to some
Yeah,
other stuff.
sorry.
We got among those defecting from NWA are draw a blank on her name. Andy, help me out here.
Thunder Rosa.
Well, that's one, but who's the other one?
I mean, female wrestler in NWA.
Yeah,
Chelsea Green.
Chelsea Green. Thank you.
Yeah, she's leaving. But
Yeah, she signed
a
with
lot of these
WWE.
people were never signed. Yeah, no, a lot of these people were just like doing single show ups. Like, hey, we'll pay you
Independent
for
contracting.
yeah, it will pay you to come in and film this date and this date and this date, and then see you later. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think she's going there. I think she's taking Nick with her.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
they're
guys,
not they're not gonna let you live that down, Jim.
No.
look, you guys see what you guys don't know, and this is the God's honest truth. Like there's PG, James, and that's this is what usually you guys see as PG. Then there's real life Jim.
Oh yeah.
In real life Jim, he's a sailor, right? And he sometimes says things that's like, oh wait, I could probably, but yeah, no, I'm very passionate about the NWA, and once again, we'll get off this horse.
Thank you for
Beat it
correcting
to
that,
death.
Gianni. Appreciate that.
And but it really bothers me because it's my favorite, and that's why I'm so passionate about it,
Right.
But yeah, no, I trust me. I try to keep, even like when I'm out in public, you guys don't see the real. They don't see the real me. Now, when I
Hey,
get inside my house,
Just don't bump into you from behind. And
right? That's why we do
Yeah,
what
no
we do on
shit.
the show, man.
you guys have no idea, man. I'm on the interstate and we're stopped. It's a dead stop. How do you get rear-ended? How do you rear-end a big red truck? It's got brake lights on.
Kevin.
You know, it's right in front of you, going 0 miles an hour. You know.
yeah,
Sorry,
we were all,
I
we were
feel
all caught
bad.
off guard
I feel
with that.
bad about that. I feel bad about that. I apologize. That was
Almost
one
got a
I'll
cease
never
and
live
desist
down.
from YouTube.
Yeah. That's my
Mark was
bad,
like-
fellas. I apologize.
Mark's
Right.
like, Paul, hit the button, Paul, hit the button.
This is a good thought. Mickey James, you go back to WBE to follow her husband. That'd be great.
That'd be good.
That
I
would be
would-
good.
Yeah. She was always
Now-
doing W. I mean,
Well, we
she's
mentioned
great
Chelsea
everywhere.
Green. There's a possibility Matt Cardona could follow her also.
Well, I hope
I
so.
think
and
that's why they didn't put the belt back on Matt Cardona. I think
Yeah,
that's
I
why.
agree. Yeah,
Because
and
that
at the end
would have
of
been the
show other
logical
night,
choice.
She said she was done and she was going to go home. So I think Chelsea's,
So what do you guys think if Matt Cardona comes to WWE as Matt Cardona? What kind of pop do you think he'll get?
Woo woo woo.
I think he'll get a big pop. There won't
I
be no
think so,
woo
yeah, I
woo
do
woo.
too.
That'll be done. I think he'll get a massive pop.
Yeah, and he will come in as Matt Cardona. Trust me.
That would be good because the
Oh
woo
yeah,
woo
no,
woo
he
thing
took it. Did you guys see the post that he put on Instagram? And it was a picture. It was a picture of Zack Ryder in a casket.
Yep.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah. I don't blame him. I don't blame him one bit.
He had the idea of doing a cinematic match between himself and the Zack Ryder character, but the only thing is he would have to shave the beard off.
Yeah, I don't like cinematic matches. I just hate.
Oh,
them.
I can't
Absolutely
stand the
hate 'em.
cinematic. That when they did WrestleMania with Bray Wyatt and John Cena, that was terrible.
AJ and Undertaker was the best.
Yeah.
Well, it was for an entertainment standpoint. It was, but it was ridiculous from a wrestling standpoint.
But with
Yeah.
I do not like.
Cena and
I
Bray
do
Wyatt
not.
was terrible.
I don't like cinematic matches at all. The Undertaker match was really good, but if you honestly, the best cinematic match I
Hold it
saw
down,
was the
Lane. Come
Briscoe
on,
brothers
Lane.
yeah, I
against
will.
each other.
Lane, shut up. Would you please shut up?
Yeah, I think Lane talks too much during the
yeah,
show.
yeah.
That's right.
Jay and Mark
Down a little
Briscoe
bit, man.
have a match against have a cinematic match against each other, and they fight on their chicken farm. It's a crazy match. It's good though,
Man.
but it's not shot like a cinematic match. It's like shot like a match.
Yeah.
That
I mean, it's
happens to
already a
have
big
film
act
cameras
anyway.
there.
When you have a cinematic match, it's just like, what? I mean,
Yeah, it's ridiculous. But Thunder Rosa's still injured, and she was on Instagram Live. I think yesterday, the day before yesterday, talked about the fact she was still healing. So,
yeah.
All I know
There-
is she can injure me anytime she wants.
well, I think I think AEW is waiting on to see what her status is to decide what they're going to do with this interim champion thing. Which
They're
I
gonna
think
they're getting ready to strip her of the
Tony
belt.
Khan
Look,
is-
they're getting ready to strip her of the belt.
They're gonna
I've
strip her
already
of it and
heard.
make Tony Storm the full-time champ.
Well,
Yeah.
Andy said it the best. Say it again. What does AEW stand for?
All interim wrestling.
Yeah, pretty much.
AIW.
Kevin's on a roll tonight. I love Thunder Rosa and I love Tony Storm.
He's too
So
much.
I don't care which one the belt's on, but get rid of the interim thing. I'm just sick of it.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
annoying. That was
Yeah. I mean, interims for a short period of time, but this is going on and on and on. It's
This is
ridiculous.
months. I mean,
I know we have more topics to talk about, Mark. But what do you guys think of the MJF Moxley thing? Do you have any kind of theories that are going to happen?
I think MJF gets a title.
I think he gets the title, and I think Regal's going to turn on Moxley.
Yeah, that was my first one. I said that Regal will turn against Moxley to help MJF win. And the other theory I see happening, if it's possible, if they did work something out, is MJF goes down for the 1-2, and then the cult of personality hits, and Punk comes out and says, "I am the real champion. You didn't pin the real champion."
God, I would hate that.
Punk ain't coming back. That's not gonna.
I don't see. I'm done with CM Punk.
But my first theory is the one I'm going with.
Stay home.
I-
Stay home, Punk. Stay home.
I don't think they're going to turn. I don't think they're going to turn Regal, and I'll tell you why. Because they sell too many Blackpool Combat Club shirts. The Blackpool Combat Club ceases
Yeah.
to be the Blackpool Combat Club as soon as he's out of it because it has nothing to do
Yeah,
with Blackpool.
all the merchandise would be null and void, and they're not going to turn that. That's the
They're
one
not
thing.
going. They're not going to do. And if he does, it wouldn't surprise. But no, if he does, it wouldn't surprise me because
Here's another theory. What if Punk comes out and helps MJF, and then walks away?
Nah, he's not coming back to that. Look, after unless this is a big work, which hey, if it is, they got us, and great, because I'm going to tune in if Punk comes walking back out. Okay, I will tune right back in. But I will say this now: Jericho versus what's his name for the ROH title was the Elite being smart ass like they are.
Mhm.
And trying to be cute. And oh, hey, we got Colt Cabana. Well, ha ha ha. We'll stick it to Punk because we'll give him the ROH title shot.
Well, Punk's already doing. He's already doing MMA commentary.
Yeah.
Or,
Yep.
I mean, so
Keep going, guys. I'll be right back.
And and not only that, believe me, you don't think it just for a second. Now we all know that Vince was always willing to do business with people that
Left.
they had issues in the past.
Yeah, or they let go.
Granted, I know Punk probably would not work with them unless the money was right. But if WWE would be crazy if they didn't say, "Hey, come back for one match."
One thing I learned about watching wrestling, how long I've been watching wrestling, is never say never.
Yep.
I mean, wouldn't it be something to have Punk be the last entry in the Royal Rumble?
Oh, that
would
would
be
blow
pretty good.
people's minds.
I also heard, I don't know if you guys heard, that some of the guys that were let go from WWE and the girls, they were brought back on a 3-year contract and lower salary. I also heard that.
Yeah, maybe so, but at the
Like
same
Braun
time,
Strowman is one of them.
well, I mean, I'm not trying to say anything about Strowman, but what does he bring to the table
Yeah.
other than the fact that he's big and he can run around the ring and he can do a body slam.
I'm just hoping WrestleMania turns out to be a big hit this year.
I agree, Drew.
Yeah, Kevin's comment here. Yeah, that's right. Ronnie Fields is in our group looking for those belts. Also, Romeo Anderson is selling a bunch of belts that are on his leather for $100 a piece. And I saw a post by him. He's got a 84 Hogan that's laced. I don't know if it's on his leather or not. I don't think it is.
Nice.
Beautiful belt, but it's going to go for more than $100. Is what he said. So
Yeah, the 3 he had on today for $100, those were gone in minutes.
he had a Premier Dome Globe for $100. And I think Russ Miller already took it. So
Yeah, he had a New Japan one too.
You'd be dumb not to buy him from that cheap.
yeah, exactly.
Look, if you can get your hands on a Premier Dome Globe at any price that's reasonable, do it because they're hard to get their hands on.
Yeah.
I mean, I just want to get one so I can put it on a red strap.
I think Link can take it, Kevin.
Watch out, Kevin.
Okay, yeah, Ben knows who got it.
Ben says,
There's not
"Nope,
anything
I
that
know
happens
who
in the
got
hobby
him."
he don't know about.
Ben got him.
Ben's the godfather of the hobby. Come on now.
Yeah. There isn't anything happens in the hobby he don't know about it. So
Ben is the man.
Ben is the man.
Somebody buys a belt in this hobby. I need to know about it.
Make an offer you can't refuse. Also, somebody else had a bunch of belts for sale. Getting out of the hobby. Trying to blank on his name.
Mr. KDH.
David KDH. Yes, he's got a bunch of belts for
Yeah.
sale. I don't know if he sold all of them or not. I was going to buy his red, white, and blue national heavyweight championship, but somebody beat me to it.
That's a beautiful belt.
I'm not putting that up there, Kevin. I'm sorry, I'm not doing it.
Uh-oh. Oh, come on, Mark.
I'm
No, I'm not
sorry.
gonna
That's
All right,
hilarious.
all right. There you go.
I don't care who you say. That's funny. That's funny. I know Ben's laughing his butt off right now.
Yeah. Ben always comes across serious on his lives, but you can make him laugh. It don't take much to make him laugh.
Yeah.
I love to make him laugh, especially in chat.
Jeez, Kev.
You
You can tell when I do it because my eyes are watery.
Yeah, we do know, don't we?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
sure
we-
do. Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
The step godfather. How's that?
No, we'll call him. We'll call him the Yoda of the hobby. How's that?
Yoda-
Is
the
that
Yoda
better?
of the hobby.
Padrino. It's the Padrino.
The Padrino, yes.
The Padrino.
The Consigliere.
Ben's
You
the
pulling me
Yoda
back in.
of the hobby.
Ben's a stand-up guy, unlike the previous godfather.
Ben is one of the best.
Yeah.
Serious.
Um, we're almost to the top of the second. I want to do a little housekeeping before we get to the second hour because I want to talk about some stuff that we talked about last night in our chat, and I think the audience would really enjoy this, and hopefully we can make an hour. I think we could.
Yeah, we
I
can
think
do it.
so.
Yeah.
We can do it.
I've had a lot of people try to join the Wide World of Belts group. If you're inviting your friends, great. We want to grow the group. But please make sure you tell them they have to answer the questions. If you don't answer the questions, agree to the group rules, you cannot join. I've been declining a lot of people here lately for not agreeing to the rules or answering the questions. So very, very strict about that. We're trying to keep the group clean. We're trying to keep the group drama free, keep all the jerks out.
We're
It's a
sucker
simple-
free.
It's a very simple.
That's Ben's group.
Yeah.
I will steal his thing. And on that note, on the bad actors, we are still waiting on copyright paperwork. So
Oh man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still waiting. Still waiting.
still waiting.
Hold on.
Still waiting.
That
He's
Kramer?
dumbfounded.
That was Kramer.
Yeah, dumbfounded. Yeah.
There's
Paper?
Johnny.
Hey, when you guys refer somebody, it tells who referred you, right?
I don't know. I have
When you
Sometimes.
invite somebody.
Not all the some reason. Not all the time. I don't know why.
What about adding it into the comment? I was sent over by so and so, or followed you over from YouTube, or something like that.
Sounds
Yeah,
good.
don't let this happen. Don't meet Kevin.
He will come to your door.
He's the other admin in the group. I'm the admin. He's the other admin, and Richard is the moderator. So
Kevin drops the iron fist.
he
So
does.
watch out.
He does. He's got the Thanos bluff. But there was another thing I was going to say. We are close to 2,000 members. Very
Nice.
close. Let me look see how many members we got. It wouldn't show me on the phone app.
Yeah, I know
for
you
some
guys are
reason.
real close.
Yeah, very close. We've been to 1,900 for quite a while. Let me
Mm-hmm.
just a second. Check the group.
One
I looked on
fan
the
at a
phone, but
time.
it didn't tell me how many. It said 1.9. Where's the people at?
I'll pass
Somebody-
on that one.
I'll look at it a second. I'm looking at number of members here. We have 1,919.
Mhm.
So once we get to
1919.
2,000 members, I'm going to have a giveaway for a Mark Leather drinking cup, aluminum cup with Mark Leather's logo on it. And then Kevin, I don't know if Kevin remembers this now. He sent me a coin, the BAM coin, which is the $1 million belt. Oh, yeah, I'm not putting those comments up. I'm sorry. Jeez.
Can't take them nowhere.
It's in a bag. I haven't pulled it out, but it's a $1 million belt coin, beautiful coin. But we'll give that away also, and I'm gonna let Kevin handle that part of it because he wanted to do something
You
special
all-
with that. But
Also, we'll get an autograph of Kevin too.
8x10.
Color.
Platinum, I don't know about that.
He also said he'll send you something in a Ziploc, but we can't put it up there.
I'm not putting that up there. No. I just hope the Ziploc holds up to its reputation. You earned it, Ben. You earned a lot of respect.
You
Despite
definitely
what-
did, man.
Despite what a couple of
Ben's
people say
the
about
best,
shit.
buddy. Ben is the best.
I'm not putting that up
Oh,
there either,
man.
Lenny.
You guys are too much. Oof.
But one other thing I'll say before we go to the second hour and talk about the fun stuff. We are not going to be on the air next week. Next Thursday is Thanksgiving, and we're going to take the night off. Let you spend it with your families. We would love to have you join us, but I'm going to be full of turkey and dressing and all that stuff, and you're not going to be around me. So, I'll be.
In other words,
be-
Mark will be full of it for Thanksgiving.
I'll be,
I'll
full.
be
I'll
wearing
be,
I'll be wearing my gray sweatpants that day.
I'll be. I'll be filling up Ziploc bags. Ben is Ben Kenobi. There you go.
With
There you go.
food, right?
He's the
With
Obi-Wan
food.
of the hobby.
Obi-Wan.
So we're gonna take a 1 week break to allow everybody to enjoy Thanksgiving with their families, and we're gonna do the same. So we appreciate you joining us every week, but we'll be back in 2 weeks from tonight, and I'll put a reminder at the end of the show. I will go ahead and put I will put some kind of a meme up, but I want to go ahead and take this time to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving 1 week early, and I'll put a post up
Mhm.
next week to remind
Yep.
everybody. But all the regular posts will be back up. The sales post, the Wednesday, World Title Wednesday, the Tuesday. What is Tuesday? Tuesday is the crazy one. Psycho
Yeah.
Tuesday. Psycho
Psycho
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
I know we talked about it in the chat earlier, guys, but I don't know if you were going to bring this up, Mark, but as our fans out there as well, you guys, what are the things that are you guys thankful for so we can share it with our fans?
Mhm.
Thank you, Nora. Enjoy it. Enjoy that.
Mm.
Sounds like a good time. But no, if you guys weren't watching and being so supportive, we wouldn't be here. We did this for
Right.
fun. If you weren't here, we'd
Yep.
be sitting here talking to each other. It's just like coffee
Mhm.
shop talk or
Yeah.
beauty
We
shop
thank
talk.
every one of you out there.
So we want to thank each and every one of you. There's some of you that comment and watch every single week, and we really appreciate that. We love you for that.
Mhm.
We love doing it.
Definitely.
We don't make any money off this show. We just
And
do it for
I'm sure
fun.
we have viewers that don't comment, just watch the show. We thank you too.
Yeah. I was going to say, what are we thankful for, guys?
I'm thankful for
Personally.
being friends with you guys. Thankful for my job, my family, my health. What can I say? I couldn't be proud to be with a group of guys like you. You know, you're all awesome, and doing the show with all you guys, it's awesome. And just seeing people watch us, like Mark said,
Mhm.
and having fans. I mean, we got fans in Malaysia. Come on now.
Even you, Gianni. Even you.
You know, just
Um,
sharing the passion in wrestling and stuff like that, the hobby and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's
What
awesome.
about you, Andy?
Not to copy off
Or-
Richard, but I'm thankful for the show. I'm thankful for everybody part of the show, everybody that watches. My wife and best daughters in the world, being handicapped, they're always there for me. I thank God for them. But very blessed with what I have in my life. And that's update number 3 from Cuddle.
Yeah. Johnny, that's not a big feat. What about you, Lane? Is he muted
Definitely,
again?
I agree
You're
with
muted-
Kevin
you're
on
muted
that
again.
one. Most of all, thank God above.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lane's muted again. We can't hear
See, when
you.
when you try to talk too much, you go
We
mute.
can't hear you.
Can't hear
He
you.
blew out his
Can't hear you.
microphone. Well, he's fixing that. What about you, Jim?
Well, let's see. There's so much to be thankful for.
Oh my God. How do
I'm
you
sorry,
really
Jim.
feel,
Go ahead.
Platinum?
I'm go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, Jesus!
um,
How do you top that?
You don't.
yeah, it was, I'm thankful for, man. I'm thankful I get to hang out with a group of guys like you guys every week. It's fun to sit back and just be able to talk about stuff that most normal people think that we're insane for enjoying. We're a special little group, man, and it's really cool to get to hang out with guys and people who enjoy wrestling and are able to talk about it and be passionate about it. And it's fun, to have people who think like that. I'm thankful for my family, of course, and my dog and the roof over my head and the food in my belly. I just, I'm thankful that I've I was able to over the last couple of years get into the business and and not just be a casual but being full fledged into it as opposed to part time, and actually dive into it. Because I have to give COVID a little bit of credit. It actually kind of opened up things for me to be able to do it as a regular thing now.
Amen, brother. Amen.
Definitely.
And so there's always a little bit of a silver lining to every dark cloud, and I got to get that one up for COVID because it did give me the time to free up for all of this. And I don't know, man. I can sit back and go on and on and on about my family and my friends and everything, without sounding cliche. Man, I'm thankful that we're all still sitting here talking to each other, and we can do this every week just because there's going to be a day that's going to stop, you know, and so take every day as being special. You know what I'm saying?
What about you, Lane?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're good, Lane.
Okay, great. Now, I'm for health, Andy. I'm also disabled, and I've had some health problems over the years, but thankfully, God has heard my faith. I'm thankful that I've last couple of years or so been a lot more healthier. I'm thankful for this group. I mean, I love all y'all guys. We have a bond here. I mean, we don't get to see
Yeah.
each other here, but I'm just very thankful that we have this, and I'm thankful for all the people that watch. I have a great family, so yeah.
Awesome.
That's a good one, brother.
I guess I'll go last. Like everybody else, I'm thankful for my family, my friends, good health. Everybody's healthy. Uh, Thankful for this show. I mean, I started this out as an experiment. I just want to see if I could do it because it was a lot of fun to be a guest on somebody else's podcast, and so I'm thankful for everybody watching that made this show grow like it did. I want to thank everybody for growing our Wide World of Belts group, and I'm thankful for these guys right here putting up with me every week. We have a good time. We have great chemistry. We
do.
have great energy, and we just laugh and have a good time. That's what it's all about. So
It's a blast.
I'm just
Hey,
thankful for the
if you're not
opportunity to do
having
this.
fun, it's not worth it, man.
And I'm thankful for the
Well,
opportunity to do this.
my friends ask me, they're like, "Do you do that podcast every week?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "What's it like?" And I'm like, "Man, it's just 4 or 5 guys just sitting here BSing, talking about wrestling and belts and
Yep.
sometimes life and just different things." And I said, "And we just have fun." I said, "Honestly," I said, "even if nobody watched it, I said, if I was like just talking to these 4 guys every week, it was just us on a phone call, I was like, it would still be fun for me." You know what I mean? The fact that we've got all these people that watch it, and I really, really, it's hard for me to use the word fan. It really is because never in a million years would I ever have thought, and even as a musician, I never thought that people were my fans. But you know, it's cool when people show up. You know what I mean? And I prefer to
Yeah.
use the word friends because they're our
Friends,
friends.
yeah.
They're our friends. Fans are people that you don't know. You know what I'm saying? These are people that we know or we've dealt with or we've gotten to know over the course of the show and things. So I can't fans, and that once again, that's another thing to be thankful for.
Definitely.
Yeah, it does sound strange, but I do feel closest with some of these people that watch the show every week. I mean, I hear from them. They send me messages,
Yeah,
give me
Yeah.
a lot of
that's what I'm
positive
saying,
feedback.
man.
Mhm.
And I know I probably message probably the least, like out of our little chat group. I'm the guy that probably is that chats the least in our little message thing. And don't take it that it's that I don't care. A lot of times I don't have time, and then a lot of times when I do have time, I'll forget that you guys brought up the subject or whatever. And I'm just kind of like, well, that was kind of gone now.
Sometimes I have to mute the chat. Don't get offended.
Yeah, I'm thankful for this guy down here, Kevin Davenport, who keeps an eye on the group when I'm not able to because
Exactly.
I work all
Yeah.
during the day, and he catches stuff that I may miss, and he helps. He's the one that helps keep this drama free.
Mhm.
Definitely. Thank you,
He's,
Kevin.
he's the sheriff in town, so thankful for him. And he messaged me to remind me to thank him as well, so I did. But I am thankful. I mean, I can't. I have so many people to thank, but yeah, I need to thank him too. He's behind the scenes. We need to get him on the show soon. So I want to move on. We're in hour number 2. We're actually over on that. Before I do, I just want to remind everybody about our sponsors: Mark Leather Championship Belt Leathering and Unique Spirit Championship Belts. And if you're watching the show on YouTube, if you're going to watch the show on YouTube, that portion of the show is made possible by a partnership on the StreamYard subscription with the Brothers of Kayfabe podcast out of Oklahoma City. Check them out. There's a Linktree link that you can find them on Facebook as well. And I think I don't know if they have a YouTube channel or not, but I knew they had. They're on the podcasts on your if you have an iPhone. I think they're on there. I've listened to the show on there before too. Real good guys. So I want to do something a little bit different. Yeah, he is retired. That's why I can keep it on the group all day. I want to talk about something a little bit different, non-wrestling, non-belt related. And Andy and I were in a chat last night with some of the guys. We do this every so often, like every night. Thanks to Gianni. Excuse me.
Did you have Taco Bell for dinner?
Yeah, maybe run for the border. No, Andy and I are in a chat, video chat with Gianni and a couple other guys every night. And last night, somehow it got brought up about our ages. You know, we're all different ages. Andy and I were the 2 senior members of the chat group. And somehow TV shows got brought up. TV shows we watched as a kid. And so I want to talk about that. Some of the there's a diversity of ages in this room, or on the show that I'd like to get your thoughts on some shows you grew comedy shows, drama shows, things like that you grew up watching that bring back fond memories.
Oh man.
Oh, that's easy.
It could go on and on.
Yeah, we could do 2 hours of show of this, but we're going to keep this to about
The Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah.
Oh, when I was a kid,
Mash.
Daisy Dukes.
I never missed it, and I would hurry up and look forward to getting the next week's paper. Had the TV schedule in there so I could read what the next plot was going to be about the next show.
Oh yeah, that was.
I mean, Friday night was Hulk, Dukes, and Dallas every Friday night. Loved
Every
it.
week.
Yeah.
For me at my house, of course I loved the Incredible Hulk as a kid. But we had one TV, and usually I ended up watching what my parents were watching. So it was MASH. MASH.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Like my earliest memories of TV shows like that are probably MASH, Star Trek.
Wow.
The Wild Wild West.
Oh, I remember the Wild West. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
James West.
Oh man.
Bob Conrad.
Lost in Space.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
My dad like turned me on to all kinds of cool like sci-fi and
What was that one TV show
shows.
with the robot, the little robot, Mini?
Oh,
that was
that's
Buck Rogers. Buck Rogers.
There you go.
Yeah.
That was Twiggy.
Yeah,
Twiggy.
Yep,
No Bucks, no Buck
was
Rogers.
awesome.
that was one of my favorites.
Battlestar Galactica. Now,
I was more of a Battlestar Galactica fan myself. I like
That's a good
Battlestar
show.
Galactica. That's another one.
it's a good show.
The original
I like
Star
that.
Trek.
Man, if it,
Oh man.
yeah, I was gonna say if it was outer space or Batman, the old Batman. You
Oh,
got-
66 Batman. Yes.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
born the year
man.
that movie came out. So was Andy.
Weird story, guys. The original 2 episodes when the not Green Lantern, but the Green Hornet was on.
Mhm.
I actually have those first 2 episodes on a DVD somebody got made for me.
Wow.
That and we didn't forget. We just haven't got to it yet.
yeah, $6 million man. I was huge on
yeah.
that.
Oh, $6 million man. Yeah, I used to have a $6 million man action figure.
I did too.
I did too.
Oh yeah.
I did too.
Now, Andy and I being older, now Andy probably remembers this. When I was a kid, my earliest memory of a TV show I used to watch was Adam 12.
There
Oh,
you
yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Well,
That
we
was a
lost,
good one.
We lost Jim.
But the funny thing is you try to explain to kids today, we only had like 3, maybe 4, ABC, NBC, CBS, and UHF. Now kids have about 250 channels.
Yeah.
But when we were kids, Andy, if we had 3 networks, 3 channels,
Yeah.
and if the president wanted to make a speech, your night was shot. You
Oh,
couldn't
yeah,
watch
forget
anything.
you were
Forget it.
done.
Yep.
What show was that?
Hey, I remember when I was a kid when we were the original remote for our parents.
Oh yeah. The walking remote. Yeah.
Yeah.
With interchangeable fig leaves.
Oh, okay, Kev. All right.
I
All
remember
right.
how I said that was 13. I remember how I said that was 13 channels. first came,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is awesome.
Yeah.
I got
Uh,
one for you. You guys
I
remember
had
when
this big-
HBO
Oh, Adam 12. Yeah.
I had this big-
HBO came
Mark
with
was
one
at-
box?
But Mark was
It
at
was
the
just
original
one
Last
box.
Supper. So
What's that?
you know.
Do you remember?
What'd you say?
I don't know
Tell-
if you guys remember, but when HBO was just one box, they had
Yeah,
a
you
box
turned-
just for HBO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you
had to turn
turned
the
it?
switch. Yeah.
And they
You had
had
to You had to turn your TV channel 3.
Okay.
and they had a thing called WHT. I don't know if you guys had it back by
didn't
you,
have
but
that.
we had it up north in New York.
Do you remember the
I didn't
pay-per-view channels? You could hear what was going on, but you had to try to watch the squiggly line to see stuff for free.
Oh,
and-
yeah.
We did that.
But Adam 12 morphed into another TV show called Emergency,
Mhm.
which is about a fire station with paramedics. This was the first known paramedics in the country.
Yep.
And it inspired me to want to be a firefighter.
Lots of good police shows back then. The Rookies was on, and
Rookies.
there's a
The Mod Squad.
Mod
Remember
Squad.
the Mod Squad, Rockford Files.
Yeah.
Um,
Cannon.
Oh yeah.
Who was the one guy he played? I don't know if he played a detective. It was the guy with the gray hair. He always drove the brown car. He had
You
a
talking
real
about-
raspy voice.
You talking about Mannix?
I think so.
Was it Mannix? Mannix was
I
good.
think so.
Yeah.
Okay, if you talk about Rescue 911, you have to say that just like William Shatner would say it. He'd always, anytime he said the show, he said, Rescue 911.
Then Quincy was another one.
Oh,
that
Quincy
was a good
was
one.
good. Yeah. I like
Detective
Quincy.
shows were big back in the 70s.
Oh, Quincy was
Mhm.
great.
You guys
Oh, here's
remember the
one.
Honeymooners?
Hill Street Blues. That was before our time.
Yeah, I was.
Oh man, that was a good one. Hill Street Blues
I
was
never
good
could get into
too.
that.
Oh, the theme song for Hill Street. There's a lot of good theme songs from those TV shows.
Oh yeah.
Well,
They don't
and on
have
a
good
Tuesday,
songs.
What was
Tuesdays
the
at
hospital show? The big hit one that Howie Mandel was on.
St. Elsewhere.
Oh,
There you go,
Saint.
St. Elsewhere. That
Yeah.
was a good one.
Yeah, but
What were we gonna say,
nights
Andy?
Tuesday nights were always Happy Days and Laverne and Shirley at 8 and
Yep.
8:30.
Yep.
Locked
There
in.
you go.
And then Three's Company at 9.
Johnny brought up Dragnet. Now, Dragnet, Adam 12, and Emergency were all produced by,
Jack Webb.
jeez, I'm drawing blanks.
Jack Webb.
Jack Webb, thank you.
Yeah.
Drawing blanks on the names of that. But here's a funny tidbit about Jack Webb. He produced those shows, but his ex-wife, Julie London, played Dixie McCall, the nurse in Emergency at the hospital.
Mhm.
He's
And
very
the other doctor there, Dr. Early, was her husband at that
Was her.
time.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
So he was married to his boss's ex-wife.
Wow.
And he's also the one that wrote the song. His name's Bobby Troop. He played Dr. Early.
Hey,
He wrote the song "Get Your Kicks on Route 66."
oh wow. You
I
know
think that's who
one
wrote
show
the
we
song.
didn't mention in our chat?
Which one?
The Monsters.
Ah, the Monsters. Yes.
Well, you say the Monsters, then you got to say Adam's Family. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Addams Family.
That's
Yep.
it.
Those were the
Well-
only two we didn't mention in our chat earlier.
Well, Walt's about our age.
Columbo, yes.
Yeah.
Columbo
I hate to
was
bother
good.
you, but I got one more question.
What about
Starsky and Hutch was a good one. I love Starsky.
Yeah.
and
no,
Hutch.
it's Columbo. What was the other one?
There were a bunch of. Let me Google that.
Columbo was what? Telly Savalas, right?
No, that was Kojak.
That was Kojak.
Kojak. Yeah,
Kojak,
Kojak was another good one.
Yeah.
Talk about a
Uh,
ladies' man.
Streets of San Francisco. That was another detective show. Carl
Hey, Andy,
Malden
he was
and,
bald also.
yeah.
Here's to you, kid.
Those Angels.
Charlie's
Charlie's
Angels. There you
Oh.
go.
We're old. Oh, Charlie's Angels. Oh yeah.
Okay, did
Do
you
you
guys have the
remember
did you guys-
Bosom
did you guys-
Buddies?
Yeah.
Did you guys have the Farrah Fawcett poster? I did.
Oh
I
yes.
didn't. I wanted one, but I never
I
did
did.
get one.
Oh yes.
Favorite poster of all time.
What
Jack and
about Bo
Batman.
Derek with the braids?
That was a movie.
10.
Ooh.
Yeah, she was a 10.
Come
all right.
on. I know
She was,
it was a movie, but it was
She was a
back in
10.
the day.
She was a 10. Yeah.
She
Come on
was.
now.
Yeah. First 10 I
Yep,
ever.
Knight
ever saw.
Rider.
Knight Rider,
What about
yeah,
the
Knight Rider.
A Team?
The A Team? Yeah.
Hey,
A pity fool.
Occasionally.
Pity the Pooh.
Happy Days.
I remember
Days.
watching Happy Days, Good Times, What's Happening, Barney Miller show,
Oh, love Barney Miller. Absolutely love Barney
Barney
Miller.
The Odd Couple,
What about Welcome Back, Cotter?
Welcome Back, Carter. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Up your nose with
he's
a
talking
rubber
about- he's talking
hose.
Yeah, he's talking about game shows.
Oh, I love game shows too.
Oh, I did too.
Oh, do you remember Angie Dickinson and Police Woman?
Oh, I
Oh, yeah.
remember that.
I never
Yeah.
actually watched that show, but she's good. Oh, Chips.
There you go.
Mhm.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay. Sunday night, 7 p.m. Wonderful World of Disney.
Hey, yep.
Oh,
I remember having the bike that they made after the motorcycle from Chips when I
Yeah.
was a kid.
I remember that bicycle.
Yeah,
WKRP
Sunday-
in Cincinnati, yeah. So
Good.
help me God,
yeah,
I thought
KRP in
turkeys could
Cincinnati.
fly.
WKRP in Cincinnati. That was a good show.
And then
This time of
movies
year, I always think about that one episode. I swear to God, I thought
that thought
turkeys
they
could fly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing about back then was that movies would be at the theater, and then it'd be a year later they would be on network TV.
Do you remember when on Happy Days Pat Morita was the dishwasher?
Yeah, he was the
Oh,
original
good.
Arnold. He was Arnold.
Yeah.
He was the
He
first
owned
That
Arnold
was pretty
Arnold.
cool.
Yeah. And then he became the karate on Karate Kid.
Miyagi.
Mr. Miyagi. Yep.
Yep.
And now
Part-
Cobra Kai is going crazy.
Oh, SWAT. How could I forget SWAT?
I love
Yeah, that's
SWAT.
another good one.
They
What
had the best theme song.
about the
Mork and Mindy, yeah.
what was
Nanu,
it?
Nanu.
Mork and Mindy. What was the other one? The superhero one. The guy that was in Carrie.
Greatest American Hero.
That
There
was
you go. That was another good
Oh,
show.
got
I
the
actually
guy
started
He could never
watching-
fly. He couldn't fly correctly.
He lost the instruction. The book.
Yeah, no instructions.
trivia for you. The guy who played Greatest American Hero. Okay.
Jason
so
said Taxi.
yeah,
That was
well,
another good show.
What's that, Lane?
Perry Mason, the one that played Della Street, is his mama.
That's right. And Perry
Yeah.
Mason.
That's
Yep.
right.
Yep.
Oh God, I remember too. Gunsmoke.
Oh, Gus.
Oh, yeah.
There you go, Andy. That's a good one.
Oh,
Matthew.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I used to watch that with my dad.
Yeah, Miss Kitty and God, Festus.
Yep.
Oh
You know,
yeah.
Platinum and Drew talk about these game shows. They left out my favorite one. Match Game.
Oh yeah.
Hollywood Squares was another good one. Hollywood Squares was a good game show.
Joker's
What
Wild.
about the pyramid?
Oh, I love the Joker's Wild.
Yeah, I
The
did too.
pyramid.
Mm-hmm.
That was
He
a
did
good
not.
one.
That $100,000 pyramid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dick Clark.
Yeah.
You remember the original Let's Make a Deal?
Monty Hall.
Monty Hall, yep.
And
Now, that
then
guy
the
had to
Wheel of
have been
Fortune?
a carnival. Well, Monty Hall had to have been a carnival barker in his previous life. He had to have been. He was so good at it.
Surprised me.
Do you guys remember when what's his name? He plays
Go, Andrew.
Finch on
He's going way back.
on the detective show.
What's
Finch.
that?
He plays Finch on the detective show. He was also oh man, I can't think of it. He was on
Magnum
another
TA.
show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good show.
Yeah.
Oh, another one I used to love to watch was Vegas with Dan
Oh, I
Tanner.
love Robert Urich. Yeah, he was on
Hey.
SWAT. He was originally on SWAT.
Yeah,
We
he
can't
played
forget
Street.
the Love Boat.
The Love
the
Boat. Yeah,
Love-
somebody
somebody-
mentioned that. One of the comments mentioned that.
Love Boat and Fantasy Island every Saturday night.
The
Fantasy-
the plane.
Wait. Welcome to Fantasy Island. The plane. Oh, a little bit of
yeah.
trivia about that airplane. That seaplane that always came and brought the tourists at the beginning of the show. After the production ended, that plane sold at auction, and some drug people bought it and using it to transport drugs. They got busted in southeastern Oklahoma, and that plane got possessed or
Days of
call it?
our life.
forfeited.
Hmm.
So
Wonder who's got it now.
I don't know. And the reason I know that because I was at a meeting one time, and one of our speakers was the guy that is the spokesperson for the Oklahoma Bureau of Narcotics, and he told us that story. So, Days of Our Lives. I used to watch that show.
Now Saturday Night Live, when it was the original people, was the best back in the 70s.
Oh yeah, Jim Belushi, James
Oh,
Belushi,
Belushi, Aykroyd, Jane Curtin, Gilda Radner,
Steve
Garrett
Martin.
Morris. I mean, Chevy Chase was only on the first year. Then they brought in Bill Murray after that.
We are some wild and crazy guys.
1975 was I think the year it came out.
Yep.
The first 2 or 3 years were the best years of that.
Oh, that were the best. Yeah.
I used to sneak up and watch it late because my dad used to drive a taxi, and he'd come home about 11 o'clock.
And when they would do
So
the
we'd-
the fake commercials were the best.
Yep.
Oh
Yeah.
those were the best.
Some of them I can't mention now.
Oh, jeez. Juan.
Perfect Strangers. Yeah, that was
Oh, there's another one.
Tom Hanks. That was his
There you
first
go.
first
Balky
TV role.
Baltakibus.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Oh, that show. That's
Welcome.
right. Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
What about Webster? Come on, guys. Silver
Webster.
spoons.
Alf.
There you go.
I
Ha!
actually had the stuffed Alf doll.
Ha! I had
Yeah.
one of those too.
Well, what about the Muppet Show?
There you go.
Yay!
Mama's Family. That was another one.
Oh yeah,
was
that was
good.
good. That was a good show.
Yeah.
Oh, that was funny.
Back to Vegas for a second. We went to Las Vegas when I was 15 years old, back in 1981.
Perfect.
Tells you how old I am. And I wanted to see Dan Tana's house. You know, he every time they showed it, it was behind the Circus, which was where we were staying. And no, I take it back. No, we were staying at Circus. It was behind the Desert Inn. So one night we were walking the strip, and I told my dad, I said, I want to see Dan Tana's house. Full house, yeah.
Full House.
But anyway, so we walked back there and
Good
walked
show.
all around the parking lot, and a security guard stopped us and said, "What are you doing back here?" And I said, "We're looking for Dan Tana's house from that TV show Vegas." He said, "It's behind Circus." And sure enough, we could have seen it out our window. So we went over there. It's just an abandoned warehouse. But you know,
Yeah,
he used to drive his car into that building. That was his house.
I used
so.
to love the girl on that show, his assistant. I can't remember her name, but she he passed away and she passed away too. I was sad to read that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're both gone. Yeah.
I'll be darned. Well, I knew he died. All in the Family was another one that you can't watch. They couldn't air that nowadays.
Nope.
No, there's no way. There's no
No.
way.
No.
Archie Bunker. That's another show that you would never be able to air today.
But you know, Archie Bunker and MASH used to do this thing where they were comedy.
What about the Jeffersons, guys? The Jeffersons.
Moving on up.
Oh,
To
the
the
best.
side.
But I hated it when MASH or Archie
The
Bunker.
Bionic Man. Man, you're bringing back memories.
What's that, Andy?
I used to hate it when MASH and Archie Bunker were supposed to be funny shows, and then they would do like serious episodes, like the time that Edith was almost attacked.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then MASH would get real serious too, and I hated when they did that. You know,
I remember. Well, I didn't see. I saw it on YouTube the other day. It was just a clip from All in the Family where Gloria, I think it was Gloria, brought some guy home. It was a friend of hers, and he was a draft dodger. No, he wasn't a draft dodger. He was a conscientious objector. And
Oh,
Archie Bunker lit into him.
oh
Flash
yeah,
Gordon.
They're real serious, yeah.
Archie did not
Yeah,
hold
big
back.
dummy.
Archie was great.
That was a good show.
Mhm.
Fraggle Rock.
There you go. Fraggle Rock. That was good. Crazy story. My uncle actually was on an episode of Flash Gordon when he was a
Really?
kid. Yeah.
Wow.
Come and knock on my door.
It was like a
Okay,
an
three
extra.
seconds. When they took Mr. Roper off and put Furley on Don Knotts, I did not like Mr. Furley.
He was okay, but he wasn't Mr. Furley.
Mr. Roper was the best.
Or Roper, I
They-
meant, yes.
Yeah, Roper
he-
was the
they had
best.
their own
Furley
show
was
and
kind
their
of
own
creepy.
Their own show, died, and then they just kept
Yeah,
Don Knotts.
Roper could just make people laugh by with his facial gestures.
Yeah.
He's just like,
Mhm.
you know.
Yeah. He was
Howard
great.
the Duck.
Wasn't that a
Those are
movie?
Movies, dude.
Wasn't that a movie? Howard
Yes.
the Duck? Okay.
Yeah.
Johnny, you're
Richard
predating
Dawson,
us.
Family
Well, Johnny, I
Feud.
know you-
Yes,
I know you like
Richard
Lucy,
Dawson
so
was the
tell us
best.
Welcome to the Pound the Meat podcast. They just went off the air. Happy
What up?
Thanksgiving to you guys too.
Happy
Happy
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving to you guys.
They have. Oh, Mr. Belvedere, of course.
There you go,
Mr.
Mr. Belvedere. That's another one.
Hey, does anybody ever watch that or remember that miniseries called Soap?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That
It was a
great.
spoof of a soap opera, but it had some funny
Yes.
stuff in it.
Robert
And,
Guillaume and
what was the
Catherine
lead
Hellman
guy's
and,
name? I know it
Richard
was his
Mulligan.
name was Benjamin in there. What was the lead guy?
Wow.
Oh, that was Richard Mulligan.
I believe so.
He was
Richard
yeah, that was
Mall.
a great show. That was fun.
Richard Mall. That's it. Richard Mall.
Okay. Oh, Night Court. Night Court. Was
Night
really good.
Court. They're bringing
Yeah.
that back. I heard.
Yeah. And,
Yeah.
it's supposed to be John Larroquette's going to be on there, and then the girl who's the judge is going to be Judge the guy was on for that's his daughter. It's going to be on the new show. Not
What
the
was
actor.
the other one? There was a couple other ones they had. I know they did a spin-off, I believe, of What's Happening.
Family Ties. That was
Family Ties. That was
Michael
another
J.
good
Fox's
one.
first TV show.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
No, that was
Richard-
his show. That's his show.
Richard, I bet you watched Soul Train, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
There you
Good
go.
times.
I remember
Dynamite.
Yep. I
Good.
watched that. I watched What was the other one?
Benson, the spinoff from Soap. That's right.
Richard, would
Would
that be
it-
solid gold? Solid gold?
You got it, buddy.
Yep.
You
Solid
got
gold.
it. It was right on the tip of my tongue.
Solid gold. Some other like half-hour shows. Gomer Pyle.
Oh, Gomer was great.
golly.
That was
Yeah.
that was a show when I was homesick from school. I always watched the Gomer reruns.
I watched it after school. Yeah, come home after school. It aired
I'll
at
tell
5
you-
o'clock.
Oh,
I'll tell you a funny
school-
story, man.
after
We ever
school-
stayed home
Go
from
ahead.
school?
Uh-huh.
My mom forced us to watch soap operas
Oh,
from the time they started till the end of school.
when I got
That
home
was
from
it.
school, it was Gilligan's Island and then Brady Bunch reruns
There
every
you
day.
go.
Brady Bunch. Marsha.
I told my
Wel-
wife.
oh,
we
Welcome
watch
Back,
TV
Kotter, of
shows.
course.
Yeah, we watch TV shows. I like to hear the theme songs.
Yeah.
She goes, fast forwards, gets to the right beginning of the episode. I said, when you were a kid, you never enjoyed the theme songs.
Oh yeah, I used to buy the records of the theme songs from shows.
It's like
45s, the
that's
45.
that was the best thing. You know,
Yeah.
Silver Spoons, Different Strokes, Facts of Life. That was another good one.
Yeah, Facts of Life is good.
Well, what about the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson?
There you go, the original.
You know what? When I was a kid, my parents made me go to bed at 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, and I never knew what Johnny Carson looked like. I could hear him from my bedroom, but I never knew what he looked like till I was like
Johnny was the
10 years
best.
old.
He was hilarious.
The Odd
was.
Couple. That was one of my favorite shows.
Oh,
Me
the Odd
too.
Couple, yeah.
I used to love Johnny Carson.
Oh, I think they could do that. think
I
they could.
remember staying up for the Honeymooners and then watching the Jackie Gleason show right after,
Oh,
where he
double
did
dose
where he
of,
had the drink in his hand.
Mm-hmm.
I Dream of Jeannie, of course.
There you go.
Barbie.
We missed that one.
You know, they never showed her belly button on the show.
Ooh,
You're muted again, Lane.
because he
Can't-
talks
we
too
can't hear you.
much.
Yeah, he talks too much.
Leave it to Beaver. Ward, I think you're being a little bit too hard on the Beaver.
You were Ward. You were a little hard on the Beaver last night.
Yeah,
That's
that's the naughtiest thing I was ever said on television.
Eddie Rascal,
Dad, are you going to clobber me?
Eddie Haskell.
Eddie Haskell.
Yeah.
There's some people live here in my hometown that are cousins of his.
Oh
Really?
wow.
You know, when he left the show and he became an adult, he became a cop.
Hmm.
Let me kick the other lane out.
My father had a picture of my grandfather in school,
Hear me now?
and yeah,
Yeah.
on one side you had Jackie Gleason, and on the other you had my grandfather. And my father told me a story that Jackie Gleason and my dad would have fights when they were
Wow.
kids.
Huh.
Because Jackie Gleason, like everybody else, grew up poor. He used to come to school with one blue shoe, one black shoe.
Wow.
Do y'all
Car
remember-
54, where are you?
Oh, that's an older one.
Man, Juan, you coming out with the heat, man.
He's
Adam
younger than
Tw-
I am.
Adam 12.
Well, Juan got to watch the replays. Debbie does Dallas.
I
don't
wouldn't know.
remember that being in syndication, Jason.
Did she shoot JR? Didn't she shoot JR?
Sure she did.
Back then, Debbie did anybody.
y'all remember a PBS show called Electric Company?
Oh,
Yeah,
I remember
yeah.
that show.
There you
yeah.
go.
We used to our my teachers used to play that in school
Oh,
for
yeah.
us.
Electric Company.
And there-
So-
And there
That
was
was the
another
best.
show like that was on PBS called it was a Spanish show called Villa Alegre. Remember that show?
Yes.
I learned how to
Chi-
count to 20 in Spanish.
Here you go,
remember-
guys. Chico and the Man.
Oh, Chico and Man, yeah.
Do you remember Zoom?
Yes.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't remember Zoom.
Zoom was great.
They did an updated version. It's pretty.
Was it Charles in Charge?
Oh yeah, Scott Baio.
That was another one.
yeah.
Chico and the Man did not last as long as it should have, only because
He
Freddie
committed
Prinze
suicide.
killed himself.
Yeah, I was saying.
Yeah.
They tried to
young.
bring another guy on. It just didn't work.
It
He
didn't
So what do you
work.
guys think? Do you think he was the George Lopez of that era?
Oh, yeah.
He was great. He just had severe depression issues and he took his life because of it.
Yeah, Family
He was
Ties
also a
is good.
stand-up comedian. I didn't know that for years.
Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
it's like we were talking in chat earlier about Robin Williams. He took his life too, and he was,
That was
I was-
tragedy.
I
That
missed
was
him
tragedy.
so much. He always could make.
That's
you
why
laugh.
I always said it. Remember, I say it on the other shows. You never know what somebody's thinking or what they're
Yeah.
going through.
What they're going
Yeah.
through.
Like
That's right.
Robin Williams, you didn't know
Cheers.
No,
on the
Everybody know-
outside.
Cheers for everybody, where everybody knows your
Compassion is
name.
key. Compassion
Yeah.
is key.
Cheers.
Boom.
Nor.
So, Nora, if you don't know, that's where that came from. Was that TV show Cheers?
Didn't they have a show too? Joni Loves Chachi.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
only lasted
yeah.
like
Oh,
one
that
year, I
was-
think.
Somebody commented on that one.
Yeah.
Gianni did.
Gianni, don't talk pornographic on the show. Come on.
I remember that show. I didn't watch it, but I remember it.
How about the crop shows?
Oh dear. Okay, take
Oh,
that off there.
Digman.
Do you remember Max Headroom?
Max Headroom.
Yeah,
Yes.
Max Headroom.
Yeah.
Do you remember the one they had where the guy had all the kids? He was a single parent. And he had all the kids.
Eight
It
is
was
enough? I mean, eight is
8
enough?
is enough. Yeah,
Oh,
I think
that's
that
right,
was
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Well, the wife was on the first episode. She died. The actress died.
Yeah.
She had cancer. She died of cancer.
Yeah, it was John
Yeah.
Travolta's girlfriend.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a good
That
show.
was
I liked
crazy.
it. Stuff.
That
Well,
was
you know what
sad.
nurse
We had a
I
lot of
love?
'70s actors that died.
My
Prematurely.
three sons.
That was a good one too.
The
That
The
was
oldest
a good
cartoon,
brother-
the cartoon shoes tapping their feet.
Yeah. the
That was
oldest
pretty
brother,
cool.
I think. What was the oldest brother's name?
Well,
Robbie?
remember?
Robbie?
Well,
In my book, he was the best big brother on TV.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
always. I love Robbie. Was great.
I,
Ooh,
I
Wonder
hate
Woman.
to bring this up, guys.
oh, Wonder Woman. Oh,
Wonder Woman, yep.
Oh yeah.
And the
She still
original
looks. She still
Spider-Man.
looks good.
Yep.
She still looks
Linda
good.
Carter. Ooh,
Yeah.
Sure does.
she's hot. Oh, now I lost my train of thought. Jesus.
I have.
Johnny, don't talk about your personal life.
I have
The Cosby Show.
His two dads.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Who would have thought the Brady Bunch, the two would be together, and then him wind up being with the mother after so many years in real life?
Oh, Greg, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Well,
They did date, didn't they?
He was a player, man.
Oh, he.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so was she apparently.
Right?
Yeah. Marsha.
Marsha,
Yeah, he dated
Marsha, Marsha.
She sure
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
How about the live action Saturday morning shows?
Oh yeah.
Which, like what?
The Croft Super Show.
Oh.
Pink Panther.
HR Puffin stuff.
There you go, Mark.
Sigmund and the Sea Monsters.
Oh heck, I used to like. Yeah. Oh yeah. Sigmund the Sea Monster. Yeah.
Yep.
And what was the show where the guy would fly around? Lidsville, where the guy was flying around in a hat.
And do you know who that boy is?
Who?
That boy is Eddie Munster.
Oh,
Oh.
wow.
Oh
The
yeah.
Musters. That was another Musters.
Lassie, that was a good one too, Jay.
Mm-hmm.
Lassie. Woo, woo. What's going on, Lassie? Woo, woo. Billy's in the well. Woo, woo. Show me where's that.
Leave him in there.
I didn't know he was a dog whisperer.
I got one for you guys. Do you remember any funny commercials from back in the day when you were a kid?
Plop, plop, fizz, fizz. I want to relieve it is.
You have peanut
I
butter.
remember. I didn't like it, but I remember Calgon, take me away.
Yeah.
You have
Plop,
chocolate-
plop, fizz, fizz. Now is after you eat at Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Oh man,
You have peanut butter at my
I
chocolate.
miss.
Oh, yeah. The monkeys. The
Yeah,
I remember
monkeys.
the
That was a good one.
Oh,
And the
Monkeys,
Partridge
great.
Family. Yeah.
Yeah, I love the monkeys. That was hilarious. I love that.
I used to
Bonanza.
love during Christmas. They played the Toys R Us commercial. They played the Hershey Kiss commercial
Oh yeah.
with the bells.
The
You know what
Coca-
commercial I loved
Um,
was the one where Santa's riding the razor in the snow.
Oh
Yeah.
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 The Coca-Cola bear.
Oh yeah.
Oh, even before that, they had
Where's
that.
the beef?
yeah,
I
where's
missed
beef?
that one. Where's the
Keller.
beef?
Where's
Uh,
the beef?
Back when I was a kid in the '70s and Andy was a kid, they had the Coca-Cola commercial where everybody was singing. I'd like to teach the world to sing.
Yes, I remember
In
that.
Perfect
I remember
Harmony.
that.
In perfect
Yeah.
harmony. Yeah. We need more stuff like that these days.
Yeah.
Yeah, big time.
Our world has gone to the toilet.
Slime.
Yeah, they
Unfortunately.
need to bring back the "We Are the World" thing.
Oh, we are the world. Yeah.
That was a
Yeah.
good song. I enjoyed
I had
that. Back
the
in
45.
85.
Edgewood Junction.
85.
Do you remember when they did Live Aid?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
And
That was
Queen
amazing.
made their remember when Queen made their comeback?
That was amazing.
Freddie Mercury was awesome.
Incredible.
He was. He was.
What a way to
Yeah.
go out, right?
One of the most talented singers of all time, Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
Wow.
Lost him way too soon.
Yeah. We talked about Gunsmoke.
Gunsmoke was another one we mentioned.
You know what's funny? We were talking about the Wild Wild West earlier. I actually liked Artemis Gordon. He's a smart guy. He did
Oh,
the
he really
disguises. That's the name of the rocket they launched. That was Artemis.
Oh,
Did
that's
anybody
right,
mention Star Trek?
Oh, well, you did earlier the original Star Trek,
Yeah.
or maybe
Okay.
Andy did. I can't remember.
I
Somebody
did. I loved Star Trek. Every
Oh,
night,
yeah.
6:30 rerun. I loved it.
All I know is Captain Kirk was a ladies' man.
He's
He
like
was.
90. He's like what 90 something years old, and he got to go up in space about a year
Sure
ago. or
did.
whatever that was.
Nice.
Oh, that's, yeah, for a second.
Father knows best.
That was okay.
Oh, Mean Joe Green. That's right. You know, I was in that tunnel where they filmed that commercial. It was in the old Texas Stadium.
Oh,
Is that where
wow.
that was filmed at?
It was
That
filmed
was
there.
one of my favorite commercials.
But I
Oh,
took a tour
thought
of
it was
Texas
filmed in
Stadium.
Pittsburgh.
No, I took a tour of Texas Stadium before they tore it down, and they took us in that tunnel where the Cowboys come out and said that's where that commercial was filmed.
Oh wow.
Hey, do you remember the Pepsi commercial when Michael Jackson's hair went on fire?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do.
That was bad.
Yeah.
Lost in
You-
Space, another good one.
Do you remember the commercials where they were having people do blind taste tests for Pepsi and Coke, and they always pick
Yes.
Pepsi?
Yeah.
I failed that.
Yep,
one.
the TV show, The V. Yep, I remember that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
What about
Yeah.
Facts of Life?
Facts of Life.
Facts
yeah.
of Life. That was a good one. That was a good show, Jay. That was when they did the lizard. They had the lizard
I
face.
like-
Robert Englund was actually on that show.
He
Was he?
was?
Yeah, he played
Wow.
one of the troopers.
I didn't know he was on there.
Yeah,
wow.
We talking about B, the TV series?
yeah. Robert Englund was on there.
Yeah, he ate mice.
Yeah, Mosey.
Yeah. First time I ever saw Robert England. Then shortly thereafter, I got introduced to this guy named Freddy Krueger.
I know,
by
man.
My mom.
Yeah.
My mom was like, "Hey, I watched this movie. You're gonna dig. It's called A Nightmare on Elm Street. We're gonna stay up and watch it one night. Right? This is like a Friday night. Saturday morning rolls around. I'm still awake, and this is like 1984. And I watch it, and I'm like, never going to sleep again. You know, it was like I stayed up the whole night because of that.
Hogan's
That was my
Heroes.
fault.
Do you remember when the
Man,
networks
what
would
memories
have-
are coming back with all these shows?
Do you remember when
Jesus.
when like CBS where they'd have the movie of the week and
The week,
have that
yeah.
they'd have that theme song at the beginning. You knew something good was coming.
Had the big marquee on there.
Yeah.
Do you remember when Disney used to do that? Special
Yeah.
shows?
Sunday night at the movies.
Yes.
No, it was ABC Sunday night at the movies.
You don't get
Now, one
anything
of them
like
had
that.
the thing where the side like they would go special Sunday night movie and it would
Yeah.
spin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was CBS, I believe, wasn't it?
Well,
can still
yeah, I
find that
think
on
so.
You can still find that on YouTube.
Yeah, I've
Right.
seen that recently. Yeah.
We're talking about Saturday morning live action shows. Does anybody remember that TV show Arc 2?
Oh, I do.
I do.
I think so.
I remember
It was
the
it was a small group of like 3 or 4 people driving around in some type of a RV looking thing, and it was like after the apocalypse or something like that. It was,
What
Yeah.
about Lane?
Yeah.
What about Lane? Go ahead, Lane.
I got trivia for that one too. Part two, the leader was the original Jack Abbott on Young and Restless.
Wow.
That's right. That's right. Yes, he was.
Oh wow.
Do you
What
guys
about-
Lane
remember,
knows the soap operas.
ABC Saturday morning cartoons.
do you remember Land
Now-
of the
now-
Lost?
Oh yes, the Slee Stacks.
That's Lee Stacks. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Land of the Lost. Land of the Lost.
Land of the
Um,
Lost. that
crazy.
was good.
Now,
Yeah.
now
that's-
see, I lived
scared
in
the
an
heck out of me.
area. I lived in an area at like from like 6 o'clock in the morning to 11 o'clock in the morning, about 5 hours of Saturday morning cartoons.
Yes.
Like as soon as the TV, because you got to remember, TV didn't stay on 24 hours back then.
No.
They would sign off after like midnight, 1 o'clock, and then they would sign back on at 6 a.m.
Yep.
Well, at 6 a.m. at sign on, you know, if it wasn't one of the major networks,
Little
they would
House
do
on
the
the
news.
Prairie.
Little
Yep.
House on the Prairie. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Back in the-
Hey, I'll make
And
you
that's
guys feel old.
Uh-oh.
Remember after a certain time, it would play the national
The
anthem
national
or whatever
anthem.
it was.
And it went off the
TV
air.
would
Yeah,
cut
and then
off.
sign off. Yeah, it would sign off.
You get
Yeah,
that,
and in the mornings
wrist
they would.
pattern.
That's how they would start the day. Is they would show the national
Oh,
anthem. Then they would sign on, and we welcome you
the
to our
Pee-wee's
broadcast day.
Playhouse.
And then from 6 to about 11, I'm not joking. There was like 5 hours of Saturday morning cartoons.
Oh yeah, I used to love
And
it.
Oh,
Bugs Bunny
man.
Roadrunner.
and then now where I lived at 11 o'clock, that was the first of the pro wrestling shows.
Yep.
And that was generally either Mid Atlantic, or it would eventually become worldwide. And then at noon, we would get world class. So
Connected
from 11
dots.
o'clock would be Mid Atlantic,
Connected dots.
and then at noon it would be world class, and I think at 1 o'clock it was like WWF Superstars or something like that. But it was
Yeah.
like a whole afternoon until about 1 o'clock, and then after that we would get like Saturday.
They used to do that with WCW over by me up in New York.
They would do like kung fu movies for the next 2 hours, and then
Yep.
Kung Fu was another TV show.
6:05,
There you
Oh,
go.
and then at 6:05, of course, it would be time to tune into World Championship
Doctor
Wrestling.
Who.
Did you guys used to
Doctor
watch?
Who? Nah, I'm a big Doctor Who.
He-Man. There you go, Platinum.
Did you
That
guys
was
used to
my
watch,
show. Thundercats.
Did you used to watch Speed Racer?
Oh yeah, I love Speed Racer.
Mach
Oh, I got
5.
something for you guys.
I love
Speaking of
Speed
old
Racer.
shows,
Speed Racer was the man.
Yep.
That
Yeah,
car,
it
that
was.
car could do anything.
Platinum just brought me up something, so I'm going to show you something.
Okay.
Thundercats.
I actually met him at a little con over here. Me and my son went to it, and I got a
Wow.
picture with him. I never posted it, but I will post it.
Did he sign that?
Yeah, it was the lead guy. I actually
Right.
told him a story when I was a kid. I drew a picture of his main character and Panthro. And my dad was in a hospital, and he happened to be in the hospital with the mother of the guy who produced the cartoon.
Hmm.
So he got me both of their autographs.
Nice.
Every morning before I went to school, my mom had Captain Kangaroo on for me.
There you
Oh,
go.
yeah.
That's another good one.
Now,
I mentioned
see,
I mentioned our chat. I mentioned our chat this morning that the TV cartoon Devlin. Does anybody know what that is?
I
I
remember
think
that
I
one.
remember it very
It was
vaguely.
modeled after Evil Knievel. He was
Yeah.
a stunt.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Motorcycle
Yeah,
stunt
I
man,
don't
but he had a
remember that.
brother and a sister, and
Yep.
he would jump every week.
G.I.
It's
Joe.
I remember Devlin. Yeah.
no,
Ernie
I'm
Devlin.
gonna go the old Spider-Man cartoon.
Oh yes.
Yep.
Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. That
Yeah.
was a big one. The Groovy Ghoulies.
Yes, he
Yeah.
was, Ben.
You guys
I
remember
got
the
his
Groovy
autograph,
Ghoulies?
too.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
that
Groovy
was
Ghoulies
awesome.
were great. Oh yeah.
I love the Groovy
Oh,
Ghoulies.
Scooby Doo.
Of course,
Miguel
Scooby
Gorilla.
Doo.
What about Heathcliff?
All the Hanna-Barbera cartoons. You know what
Oh,
I
I
mean?
loved
Those
Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big time.
Do you remember what's his name? Who was the character with the lisp? He used to talk. He was a pink kind of bearish kind of looking. Which way did he go? Which way did he go?
Yogi Bear.
Oh no.
No.
Talking about the lion.
Sucker and Succotash.
He was he.
Oh, Sylvester.
Oh my. No. Give me a second.
Great
he was
ape.
one of the.
Yep.
He was
Super
one
Dave
of the.
Osborne.
I remember Grape Ape.
Yep.
Speed Buggy.
Heavens to
There
you go.
Murgatroyd. What
Johnny
was his
Quest.
name, man?
Snagglepuss.
It's on the tip of my tongue. I just can't.
Suffer and Succotash was Sylvester.
Was it?
Yeah, Heavens to Murgatroyd is what your dude was who you're talking about. He's another Hanna-Barbera
Captain
cartoon,
Caveman
Barbera
was great.
cartoon.
I love
Yeah.
that.
Captain Caveman. That was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember
Oh
those.
man.
Yep.
We got some good ones here. We could have made a 2-hour show out of this, but
Do you remember the Kung Fu shows where Jackie Chan was the stunt guys? The little
No,
Kung
I
Fu
remember-
series they had.
I remember Bruce Lee being the stunt or being on the Green Hornet. As,
Kato.
What was it called?
yeah.
Fist
Kato.
of Fury or something like that back in the
That's
day?
Bruce Lee movie. That's Bruce Lee movie.
Oh,
Especially on
I
that one.
mentioned this on the chat earlier. Leonard Nimoy, In Search of.
yeah.
Oh yeah. That was really cool because it
I
was
loved
different. You know, it was kind of like a real life Twilight Zone.
he had a
Rocky
really
and
good
Bullwinkle.
narrator voice. Real good
He sure
narrator
did.
voice.
He sure did.
I loved his Bigfoot and Loch Ness Monster episodes on that show.
What was the
He-
one with the children's show with the big owl?
News to Review.
Yeah, that's it.
The
Oh,
big
yeah, I remember that
characters.
show.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
News and Review. I forgot about that one.
Yep.
You
Mr.
can't
Mr.
forget
Rogers' Neighborhood.
Sesame Street, guys.
Sesame Street. Mr.
No.
Rogers' Neighborhood.
Mr. Rogers.
Did you guys ever see Wonderama?
Yes.
I've heard of the show. I
McAllister?
never actually watched it.
Yes.
remember
Well,
that.
if you guys remember Mr. Rogers, do you remember the Electric Company?
Yes.
We talked about that while you were
We
gone.
mentioned
Yeah.
that earlier.
I loved Electric Company.
That
Morgan
was-
Freeman was on that show.
Yeah, Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see if you guys can remember the theme song to Electric Company.
Oh yeah.
I remember it
The
starts off,
electric
"Hey, you guys."
company.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
No, that's
10.
that's
Right?
that's a Sesame Street. No, that's a
That was
Sesame Street.
was it?
Yes, yes, it is.
All I remember
1, 2,
going,
3,
it's
4,
the
5. Yes, it
electric
is.
company.
I
Mighty
got all
Mouse.
this
Yeah,
stuff going through my
yes.
head. Mighty Mouse,
Um,
that was a good one. Pink Panther.
Now,
Here I
now,
come to
now,
save the day.
the
Oh, Pink Panther was the best.
Andy and Mark might remember these. I don't know if you guys got to see them, but when we were
Leonard
little,
Nimoy.
you guys may have got to watch this show too. We had our own version of the Power Rangers, except it was called Space Giant.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Magic School Bus.
I didn't see it, but
Goldar, Silvar, and Gam were a family of giant robots.
Yeah.
What was that, Lane?
Gam, Miko.
Rodak.
I remember a Battle of the Planets.
I remember that.
Spectre Man, Ultraman.
Spectre Man. Oh, I remember Spectre Man.
Spectre Man was another one that I was really, really big on.
Hong Kong Phooey.
NBC.
Yeah.
Scatman
I'm not
Crothers
sure.
most that character.
I can still sing the Hong Kong Phooey theme
Didn't
song.
not CNN, ESPN run wrestling back in the day too?
AWA.
They ran AWA.
Yeah.
AWA.
And a little bit of world
out of
class.
the hotel, the one fancy hotel in Vegas.
I know you guys remember
The Showboat-
Saturday
the
night's
Showboat
main
Hotel.
event.
Yeah, Showboat. Thank
Yeah,
you.
Showboat.
Yeah.
Right?
Ron
Saturday night's
Trongard
main
was
event.
Ron Trongard was the announcer for that.
Oh, Ron Trongard.
Yep.
Oh my
Ron
God.
Trongard. Yeah.
What
Yeah.
about Friday night videos?
That sounds
Well,
familiar.
remember, remember when MTV used to actually play music videos?
Play music videos.
Yes.
Yep.
Headbangers
Back when they were-
Ball, guys. If we're going to talk MTV, Headbangers Ball.
Headbangers
That
Ball. What was it? Ricky
That
Rockman.
was
Ricky
That's-
that
Rockman.
was before.
I
I
love
was
that.
there before Ricky. I was
Okay.
there before Ricky got there. But yeah, Ricky was on the.
And
show.
then they
Friday
always
night
had-
videos they used to play at midnight.
And then
That
they
was
always
back
had
when they were
before
killing-
midnight.
There
That was
was
back
premiere
before they-
day- premieres of Michael Jackson's video, premiere Madonna's video. You know,
Yep.
and
That was back when they were killing the radio star.
Yeah,
big time.
legitimately.
Boy Meets World, yeah. Oh, The Wonder Years. The Wonder Years was another good one.
Hey, that's
Yep.
when I first found
Oh, Duarte.
Weird Al.
Hey, Duarte.
Was Friday
Miss
night
the-
videos.
Missed a lot, Dorte. We're talking about TV
What's up,
shows.
Duarte?
Oh, Pierce.
Piers.
What's
Everything's-
up, Pierce?
Everything's
I
down
need to
under.
get- I need to get a Piers. Piers has got t-shirts now. I need to get a Piers t-shirt.
Hey, the warden
Really?
is a Pierce guy.
I've checked
I'm
that out.
I'm a Piers Austin guy. Yeah,
He's always on when I'm working, so I can't watch.
he does some great interviews. He really
Yeah,
does.
Yeah, he does. He does. I wish I could watch, but I'm working during the day.
Man, this show, we could talk about this stuff all night.
Oh,
Yeah.
easily.
But we only have 8 minutes left, so any of the rest will talk we can talk about. I'm gonna show stuff again.
Okay, another one. Now, did everybody have USA growing up when they were?
Oh,
when they
yeah.
were
Yeah.
a
I
little
did,
bit.
yeah.
Commander USA's Groovy Movie.
Yes.
Oh
Remember
yeah.
that.
TBS used to run a scary movie, didn't they? WTBS.
Oh yeah, it was Grandpa Munster hosted it. And
Oh,
then
I
Joe
got
Bob Briggs, Monster Vision.
It's
Yeah.
on the
Um,
tip of my tongue. Do you remember they used to do the 3D specials once in a blue moon and you would have to get the glasses
Get
from
the
the store?
glasses. Yeah. Yeah.
And they,
Yeah.
Remember that?
That was great.
Gorilla at Large.
first one, Gorilla. Thank you, Gorilla at Large. Thank you, Jimmy.
That was so horrible. Like that was one of the first ones I remember. I
Step
remember
by
when we did
step.
it.
We didn't mention that one.
I don't remember that show.
And the glasses didn't
That's-
work.
yeah,
Step by
that was a
step,
little
day
bit
by
after.
day. I remember that.
Now, see, I don't remember that show. at
Show this
all.
off one more time.
Step by step. That was the one with Patrick Duffy after he did Dallas, I believe, wasn't it?
Oh, he was also on a show called he was like an underwater swimmer or something like that.
Hey, 2 words.
Not
Chrissy-
Aquaman, but something.
Chrissy Snow.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Mm.
definitely.
Yeah.
This is the
Mhm.
Belt Week, everybody.
beautiful, beautiful.
Step by step was Friday nights. Yep.
No, Patrick Duffy had his own TV show before Dallas came on. He was kind of like Aquaman, but that wasn't the name
Yeah,
of the
I
show.
can't remember what that was called.
Something like that. But
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Airwolf. How can I not think of Airwolf?
I know, we didn't say that.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Airwolf
That was
a
another
big
one we didn't say.
The Waltons. Good night, John.
The
Man, well,
Waltons,
yeah, but
yep.
you ever like? Let's talk about Airwolf for the last couple of minutes that we got, because I got to pose this question to you guys.
Okay.
There was a lot of homegrown terrorists that had
This
helicopter
old
and
house.
military grade weapons.
Yeah.
How did they get all that stuff?
Blue
Now,
Thunder.
this all, and they were all like within like a 100-mile radius of that freaking plateau out in
Yeah.
the middle of the desert.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Blue Thunder was
Like,
another
a lot
show
of
I liked.
terrorists out there. There was just like Airwolf had a lot of terrorists out in the desert. It was just random, and like they all had like paramilitary. They had like regular street helicopters with a rocket launcher mounted to the side. So Airwolf would come in and just like kill
Take out.
60 of those because it was so awesome.
That's it, Man from Atlantis. That was the name of the
That's
show.
There you go.
Thank you, Jason. Yeah.
Hey,
He
next
could breathe-
time
he
we
could breathe
do a
underwater.
show, we should do movies like from way back when too.
Oh
Yeah.
goodness. That'll easily kill 2 hours quickly. Yes.
But
Well, I
Airwolf
can-
was
I
Dan
like-
Michael Vincent's last hurrah.
Yep.
Yeah, well, he had issues.
Yeah.
Didn't he lose his
obviously.
eyesight too?
He lost an eye, and he
Have a good
got
night, Jason.
real bad
Have a good night,
alcoholic
Jay. Thanks for
during
coming on, man.
during the TV show, and then he got strung out on pills.
Does anybody remember his first movie role
Mm-mm.
as an adult? He was actually a child actor too, but
Yeah,
He
I would
was
say
in-
he was a child actor.
his first adult role was White Line Fever. I watched that movie the other night.
That was it.
He was also
I don't remember that.
There's
What's that,
also a
Lane?
show that came during the Banana Splits called Treasure Island.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Banana Splits was another one.
And Hanna-Barbera.
What was the one
Yeah.
movie? Eddie and the Freebirds?
Eddie and the
Eddie,
Cruisers.
you mean Eddie and the
Eddie and the
Cruiser?
Cruisers. There you go.
the Freebirds.
Yeah, I got wrestling and movies together. Come on now, I'm making a new movie.
You had to live
Michael and the Freebirds.
Yeah,
Michael
we watched it.
Freebird. There you go.
You filmed live from Bad Street, USA.
Hey, come on, man.
We'll show off this belt one more time. This is the National Heavyweight Championship by Unique Spirit on my leather. So both sponsors are represented by this belt. Show the back of this again real quick.
He did such a nice those plates, and then you on the leather, Mark.
Thank you.
Oh,
That
Gorgeous.
gold pops though. Whatever
pops
gold he
big time.
uses, it pops.
The next belt I'm gonna do for myself is the what some people know as a crayon belt. It's the Georgia TV Championship.
So the ECW
And I
is
hated
gonna
that
be
belt.
mine, right?
Now it's one of those ones that I really, really like. It's
Unique
kinda
makes
like
a really
that
nice one.
CWA. It's kind of like
Punky
that CWA
Brewster. How
license
can we
plate
not
we
mention
just
that?
If you're going to go that far, let's take it a little bit further back. $6 Million Man.
There you go. The Bionic Woman.
The Bionic Woman,
Um,
Jamie Summers.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh my God,
or,
she was
you know,
hot.
How
Oh,
can
she
you
was
leave out
very
the
hot.
Incredible Hulk and the Amazing Spider-Man TV series?
Like Mark
Yeah.
said, I still got a crush on Linda Carter to this day.
Oh,
Oh,
do
yeah.
too.
Wonder Woman.
I don't care how old she is. I love that woman.
Oh yeah.
You know she's Latino, right?
No, I didn't
She
know
is?
that.
Yeah, she's Latino. Yep.
Did not know that.
Gorgeous.
Happy Thanksgiving to you. You're not getting the belt, Gianni. Sorry.
No, John. Sorry.
Happy
Not teasing.
Thanksgiving,
You're not
Walt.
getting it.
Thanks for
Walt. Have a good one, buddy.
Yeah, we got 3 minutes left. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up because we're running out of. I couldn't believe we ran out of TV shows. This is probably still more we haven't thought of.
We'll pick this up at another time.
Yeah, we'll do this
Sure.
again some. Maybe we
Did
can
you
talk about
guys
some
mention
movies.
Knight Rider?
Yep, Knight Rider.
right.
Okay.
Did we talk about Gilligan's Island?
Yeah, I mentioned it.
No.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't talk about it. I love that show. Gilligan was
He
such
took-
a big dumb doofus. I mean,
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you couldn't hate the guy. You couldn't hate him.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you. Appreciate
you.
that.
All I know is Marianne was hot. Ooh.
Oh, she
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I used to have a crush on Ginger.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Ginger's the only one
Oh.
left alive from that show now.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah.
She was
Yeah,
hot
it's true.
too. Twilight
And she
Zone. How could
refused
we
to do
not forget
any-
that?
She refused to do any of the reunion movies. She was the only one that refused to do the reunions.
Yeah.
Wow.
Tina Louise.
Yep. Jesse Cortez brought up the Twilight Zone. There was a spin-off
Oh,
show
cool.
called Night Gallery. Does anybody
Yeah.
remember Night
Oh,
Gallery?
yeah.
Oh yeah, I love
Rod-
Night
Rod
Gallery.
Serling hosted that one,
Anything
too.
Rod
What?
Serling, yeah, anything Rod Serling
Okay.
had to do with.
Did you guys
that.
You
ever
I
guys
love
remember
it.
the
Dark
You
original
guys know-
Tales from the Crypt?
Tales from the
Did you
Crypt.
know
Yeah.
that Rod Serling is the creator of Planet of the Apes?
No, I didn't know
Wow.
that.
Did you guys ever
Yeah.
see the Dark Shadows?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I
Oh,
love
man, that was
Barnabas
scary.
Collins was awesome, dude. Yeah,
Oh,
Barnabas Collins ruled.
yeah.
Whoever said
once again, I'm
Fraggle
a
Rock, I
Dracula
have
guy.
the
I
theme
like
song
Smith.
in my head. Thank you.
Kolchak, the Night Stalker.
Kolchak, yeah.
Yeah.
The movie was better than the series. The movie is great. I've got it on DVD actually. So we're going to wrap this up. I want to thank everybody for their submissions on these TV shows. This is great. Brings
Yeah.
back a lot of memories.
We could do
I-
this all night, everybody.
I grew up in the 1970s. It was a great time to grow up, in
Me
my
too.
opinion. Best time
It
to
was
grow
the
up.
75 baby.
I'm a 66 baby.
73.
66.
Andy and I grew up in the best decade,
Yes, we
70s.
did.
73. Man, I don't know. The 80s were pretty awesome, man.
70s
you
were
guys
awesome.
were there too.
70s are more innocent.
Thank
Elvis
God.
Presley was still alive for most of it.
Here,
But
He
baby.
definitely wasn't innocent though. He got to be a DEA agent, but I think he
Somebody
was-
get me a peanut butter and banana sandwich.
Poor Elvis died on the toilet.
So I want to thank everybody again for joining us. I want to remind everybody we will not be on the air next week, but we'll be back in 2 weeks, and hopefully everybody will have their shirts by then and washed.
Sorry, guys.
So we'll all be matching hopefully in 2 weeks.
I
So
will
I'm a
ready. I
weirdo.
will be
I'm a
ready.
weirdo. I got it out. I opened it up. I was like, "That's cool."
Jim, you're
Later
not
in the
weird,
basket.
man. Everybody does that. I know a lot of people who do it.
I just wanted you to try to make sure it fits. So
Well,
So it-
I'm sure it will.
so everybody
will. I'm skinny.
join us again in 2 weeks. We'll be back in 2 weeks. We're going to take next week off for Thanksgiving. Have a happy and safe Thanksgiving with your
Yes.
family and friends. If you're traveling, be extra careful.
Yeah.
And we'll sure miss you guys, but we look forward to having you back in 2 weeks. Thank you, Platinum.
Thank
So-
you,
As
Platinum.
always, be
You too,
well,
buddy.
stay blessed, and be safe.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Take
So
care,
Happy
everyone.
Thanksgiving,
on
everybody.
behalf of my co-hosts here, Andy, Lane, Richard, and Jim, I want to wish you a pleasant week and a very happy Thanksgiving. Good night, everybody.
Good night.